We had also heard about where we had also asked where the bodies were being taken and being somebody told us.
Yeah, I think that sounds familiar.
They were going to be blessed or something, and yeah,
They were being
forget.
taken to the God's Mouth ossuary.
Okay.
And they mentioned that the person who told you that he mentioned he was like glad about that because otherwise those necromancers would have come over probably and taken him.
Yep, I remember that part too. I'm gonna go grab some food. I'll be right back.
So how are we opening?
We're not. In a second.
I mean, what are we... What? Okay, I was just wondering what we were doing first.
Well, I'm not sure what you guys are doing first exactly, but what you guys were in the middle of doing was, like I said, because let's see, I don't think you were here for that last session about basically when Amber came back, pretty much there was kind of this whole thing where like it was they were going in a circle, kind of almost trying to like in character trying to find each other. So one of the places Amber went while looking for everyone else was the Street of Little Gods, and there was actually like an attack that happened there.
Okay, and is
So
everybody together?
you guys all went back there together, and were kind of investigating this. So you guys heard like a description of like who was involved with it, which was it was a gnoll and two people basically wearing hyena masks but they weren't gnolls. They were presumably perhaps humans, but yeah, they were wearing like hyena masks, and they basically just started like they killed a few people and then they ran off before they could be overran or anything.
Okay.
But there were, I think there were a few people killed, and it was like really, it was still kind of like a mess when you guys got there because it had like just happened that day, or like the previous day, like in the afternoon, like late evening. So it's still like morning right now. So they hadn't it hadn't like things hadn't gotten right back to hadn't quite got back to normal since that the violence happened there basically in the late evening the day before. Just a second, I gotta grab my notes.
Oh, I need to reopen this in a new tab.
I'm back.
Well, that's dumb. Chrome makes the new tab screen part of your back now.
Oh, like you can go back to the start screen?
Yeah.
That seems not right.
Flags. New. There's gotta be a new setting for this. Can I duplicate the tab? Nope.
Alright. So, yeah, what else do you guys want to do? So it's early morning. You guys did hear that the bodies of people that were killed during the attack were taken to Godsmouth Ossuary. You also know that at some point later on, you guys are going to be contacted by the Dusk Wardens, or that you're supposed to at least. Black Marin said he would hook you guys up with contact with someone from them, since their headquarters is in Biss, and you guys are kind of like scared to go into Biss.
Wait, what are we getting contact from him about?
Let's see, were you here for that one? Let's see. So basically, that has to do with what the stuff they found in the locker that you guys took from the and all the and the journal and all that stuff, like the stuff you guys got from raiding a Kai's foundry. You basically found out that he has like kind of this underground, like within the all the tunnels and caverns and stuff that are below the city, that he basically is taking people down there, and nobody knows like where they come back from there. Nobody knows. Also, none of it really revealed exactly where it was. So kind of the idea is, well, like the Dusk Wardens have like maps and shit of everything down there, and like that's kind of their domain. So that's pretty much what it is that's kind of where the breadcrumbs are leading for finding Alias's brother and the other Shoanti that were taken by Akai.
Okay.
So you guys have two threads going at once right now, basically.
Yeah, it makes it confusing. That, and we have two people who aren't here physically. Well, I mean, that aren't talking.
Yeah, I think Secret will be back in a bit. And who else is?
Somebody's here.
I'm here.
Is it Urium here?
I'm here. I said a thing.
Okay. So yeah, everyone's here except for Secret right now.
Wait, did no one hear my hyper-threading joke about multiple threads?
No, I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay. Well, I made a joke about hyper-threading because you said we have multiple threads going.
There. I shut
Yeah.
the door.
It wasn't a great joke.
I'll just figure that my imagine of it's probably better than the actual joke was. And
I think
probably for
so,
this.
probably.
Amber would suggest that we check out the bodies because she doesn't know about the thread that the rest of the parties found out. She only knows about this one.
Right, this is like the first thing that Amber's done since she got back, so she hasn't actually heard anything about. She actually doesn't even know about the slaves Alias bought. Technically, I don't think.
Oh God.
Yep.
Uh, it's a long story.
Well, they're not even with you right now. I don't think. I think they're still back at the
No.
the academy.
Yeah, they're at the academy.
Alright, so let's investigate the bodies.
Okay.
Are they just like strewn about on the ground still?
Nope, no, that's what I was saying. They got
No,
taken to
they're
the
at a
God's Mouth
temple.
ossuary. It's a temple
Okay.
for Pharasma.
Where is that at?
Someplace in this district.
Okay. And will they let us just walk in and see the bodies? Do we need like permission from someone?
That's a good question.
I am a investigator of great renown, but perhaps that renown doesn't spread quite this far. So, what do you think, Amber? Do you think they'll let us in, or do you think we need to talk to someone first?
We can ask.
Okay, so we go to the ossuary place.
Okay, give me like a couple seconds. I gotta find stuff on that because I actually was not
Okay.
expecting you guys to go there.
And I'm going to tell Amber a bit about what happened. Let's see. Alias went to the market. He bought slaves, and he's treating them nicely, but they're still slaves until he frees them. And we
For
have
plebeians,
allied
they're
ourselves
decently
with
geared.
yeah, we gave them some decent gear.
Wait, why hasn't he freed them yet?
So that they do his bidding. I don't know. You'll have to ask
So
him
they don't
yourself.
just run off into the wind.
So we've allied ourselves with the freemen, which is surprising that they would ally themselves with us considering we hold slaves. But I think they see how well we're treating them and that they're not really slaves because we're like buying them stuff.
Except they are slaves.
They are,
You should free
but they
them
don't look like slaves.
and convince
They are
them
technically
to follow
slaves.
you on their own.
It's like a
Oh,
technicality.
that's a discussion you have to have with Alias. It's not up to me.
Well, Amber would be saying this to Alias sternly.
Okay.
Bitch, sit down.
Alias
What-
has promised
what did you
to
say,
free
Rob?
them soon.
That was out of character.
Okay.
Oh.
Bitch, sit down. Excusez-moi?
Ooh, I actually have the text for it on the map layer. So, yeah, do you guys want to do? You could either ask somebody, or you could do a knowledge local roll to know where the God's Mouth ossuary is.
I'll do the knowledge roll once I.
Do I have that? No. Well, I can do it untrained. It won't beat a 22 though.
Can you do it untrained?
You actually can't do knowledge skills
You
untrained
can't do
unless you're a
knowledge checks
bard.
untrained.
Oh, okay.
Unless you're a bard or you have bardic knowledge from something. Like, I think you can actually technically not be a bard, but still have bardic knowledge through like archetypes or whatnot.
There might be a rogue archetype that does that.
Okay, I think Amber and Philippe would both know the God's Mouth ossuary is down in the bottoms, actually. At the very kind of the edge of town,
okay.
overlooking, basically kind of overlooking the cliff. So, kind of that square down there at the bottom, yeah.
Well, we'll make our way there.
Let me select that, and I'll put this
So while
I
we walk
also have
there, I'm
business
telling
here.
you.
map layer.
See,
I
so
want
what
to
else happened?
purchase a symbol of Pharasma while I'm here.
Okay.
For reasons.
Yeah, Pharasma's, that's a name that's been coming up a little bit.
Well, also to access the super special library.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were really worried about you, Amber. We were looking for you all over. We staged this thing in Biss where we heard that okay, we allied ourselves with the freemen, and then we worked with them to set up a distraction in the BIS district, while we snuck into Akai's foundry to try and we heard that there were rumors about where the Shawanti were that the secrets lay in Akai's foundry.
Yeah, you guys got told by the Tallow Boys.
Yes, the Towel Boys told us to go there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we found some ledgers and stuff that everything kind of pointed towards the tunnels under the city as the hiding place for the Shawanti. And now we're gonna meet with the what are they called? The underground people, the wardens or whatever.
The Dusk Wardens.
Dusk Wardens, yeah. So we're gonna meet with them to see if they'll grant us passage and guidance through their tunnels to try and locate the Shawanti down there.
There's like a picture somewhere of the God's Mouth Ossuary. Not really. So what it looks kind of like it's kind of near the edge of the edge of the town, basically. Maybe if you have like an unease of heights as you kind of are getting to it, you can kind of see the edge of the town, actually, like the actual edge there, and you can look out and see the the landscape stretching out below, off into the horizon. But yeah, there's basically like a kind of a little building. It does kind of have like this kind of ornate architecture to it, like kind of a Gothic look to it. But it's not a very tall building. It looks pretty small. But Amber and Philippe would know from their knowledge checks that most of the God's Mouth Ossuary is actually underground. It's basically a catacombs. It's one of the only parts of the Undercity in all of Kaer Maga that's actually off limits to the Dusk Wardens.
Interesting. How convenient.
And we want to go there?
Yeah.
Well, we want to see the new bodies that have been taken here from
That's the
earlier this morning or the evening or something.
When I was coming to Kaer Maga, this is not what I thought was gonna happen.
Don't you want to confirm or deny the fate of the Oracle of Carcanus?
I do. I suppose.
Well, then let's go.
Tiki looks over at Bruger, kind of like just a reassuring, is this what we're doing?
I'm trying to think of something witty to say, but he just has nothing.
No. He just shrugs.
This is no mine. This is a tomb.
In this case, yes.
Why? We can just go there, right?
Yeah, you guys are like walking there. Like you guys are actually right outside of it right now, so.
So
I'll go with you,
door.
just so that if there's trouble, I can fight it.
I'll sort of tap Philippe on the back and I'll say, with your investigatory skills, why don't you go up and ask if you can investigate?
All right. Although they may have never heard of me, I hope they still let us. So I will walk in, assuming the party follows me. I'll kind of lead the way though, like I'm the one in charge here.
Sure, I'll follow you. Looking for dead people, right?
I gotta get up and act this out in person.
It
Okay.
should be.
Walking up, I'm like, greetings.
You walk into
I
it.
am. Yes. Yeah. What do I
Okay.
do? I see a desk or something. I assume. Yeah. I was already that.
No, it's like a temple. So
Okay. There's an altar.
there's like an altar, and there's like statues of like statues and maybe like kind of paintings and stuff, like basically depicting Pharasma and the what Mantis would recognize as the astral plane and the Pharasma's realm that is within the astral plane. Her tower, basically. Like Amber would recognize that stuff. You guys maybe would if you have like good knowledge of religion. And yeah, there would be a priest that would kind of look at you as you come in and maybe walk towards you, and he says, "So brings you the Temple of Pharasma. Hopefully not business."
I'm afraid so. I heard that there were there was a tragedy in the street. That the bodies were brought here. I was here to, investigate the bodies and try and figure out, what caused these deaths, what the cause of death was.
Well, they were most certainly stabbed.
Okay,
But,
and by whom is also the other part of my investigation.
Well, I'm not sure you'll be able to find what you're looking for here, but how can I help?
Amber will sort of butt in and she'll say, "We're looking for a specific individual who may or may not have been hurt in the riot/attack that happened on the Street of Little Gods. Can we perhaps see the bodies?"
I see. You have a friend that you haven't been able to find, then.
Indeed.
I definitely sympathize with you then. Yes, we can allow you to do that. The bodies are still being held here. Yes, that can also be arranged. So yeah, he basically motions for you to follow him, and he kind of leads you towards the back. There's a door there that goes down some stairs.
I go and push Tiki along if she seems hesitant to go with the rest of us, merely reassuring her, "Well, let's go look for the dead people."
If it looks scary. If the place we're in looks scary.
Don't
It
worry,
kinda
I'm not going to
has,
jump up at
like
you.
an ominous look to it, perhaps. Like it has, like everything's really, for the most part, it's like really dark. They have like continual flames that are kind of like a purplish bluish color.
Okay. Yeah,
So
something
everything's
she's
kind of got
not
this
used
weird
to.
dark tinge to everything.
Yeah, she'll probably be a little hesitant, but she'll go.
Okay. So yeah, he leads down some stairs and kind of there's like a hallway, and he seems to know where he's going, so he just kind of walks down it right to the door and that he's looking for. He opens it and says they're being kept in here. What's this link?
Dumb.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he brings it in there, and they're basically you see like there's tables and whatnot, and they have kind of the blankets and stuff over them, and yeah, so they're being right now they're being ready to be incinerated. The having a body stored within the ossuary is a very expensive honor, and so we have other ways of disposing of bodies as well. If you'd been here perhaps a day later, we probably would no longer have these bodies, but feel free to check and make sure that to see if any of them are your friend that you're looking for.
Have you
And he
seen
kinda
the
just
bodies
stands off to the
yourselves?
side.
Yourself.
Have I? No.
Yeah. Okay.
And one of the other priests here was the one that dealt with him.
I guess I will... Darn it, I closed my character sheet again.
Go check all the bodies.
Yeah,
So there's
I'll
basically-
go check all the bodies.
Yeah, there's basically like a dozen tables in this room, but only like 5 of them actually have anything on them.
Do any of them look like the blind oracle?
No. None of
I
them
will
look like the blind
also
oracle.
look for the blind oracle. Do I see any?
No, you don't.
Okay, their rolls were just really low. I was nervous about it, that's all. Okay, do I notice anything else about the bodies? Do you want me to do another perception roll, but like mainly just look like they were all killed by stab wounds? Is there anything that just seems like it doesn't really
Yeah,
fit
a lot of them are
that
really
my...
like you can tell that the bodies have been kind of cleaned up a bit. That so that like a lot of them were definitely much more torn up before. Like you can kind of see that they've done some like repairs basically on the bodies, like trying to make them look a little bit nicer for like some sort of ceremony probably.
Yep.
But yeah, it just looks like it was. It just looks like they were it was really brutal. But apart from that, like I said, nobody sees the like their bodies here. There are 4 humans and a half orc, but none of them are the former male, 1 woman, but none of them are the Oracle of Carcanus.
Okay, well, it's safe to assume that she didn't perish in the initial brawl. Perhaps she's still okay. You guys said you had other business? You needed to meet somebody?
I told you about that already, didn't I? Or were you not here?
I was here.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we need to meet the Dusk Wardens
Indeed.
about the Shwanti. The whole reason we came here in the first place. This,
So, the cleric of Pharasma says, "Did you find your friend? Is your friend here?"
I'm
Afraid
afraid
not.
she's still missing, but perhaps that is for the best. These were all of the bodies, or all of those who were slain on the Street of Little Gods, is that correct?
That I couldn't tell you, but they are the only bodies that we recovered.
Well, I will hope for the best, and pray that our friend managed to find her way away from the slaughter there.
I hope you find her as well. Is there anything else I can help you with? Apart from the gold piece, the gold holy symbol.
I'll purchase that, and after I do that, I'll say I think that's all that I had planned to do here.
Alright. So the cleric nods and he says, "My fate favor you."
And may it favor you as well.
And he leads you back up, not that it's very hard to find. You guys are pretty much just in a hallway that single stair, but it wasn't very deep into the catacombs or anything. But he leads you back up to the building at the top.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's still morning right now, probably mid to late morning, but still morning.
Okay, so what's our next thing?
Meet with the Dusk Wardens, it sounds like.
Okay, when is that happening?
I don't think you guys were given a specific time yet. Basically,
Was it at
Black
the
Marn,
academy?
the guy that's in charge of the academy, Black Marn, he said that he could talk to somebody from the Dusk Wardens because, like I said, their headquarters is in Biss, and you guys are kind of like wary about going into Biss since last time you were there, you kind of were breaking and entering.
Oh, right.
We did
So you guys are
B&E.
kind of, yeah, you guys were kind of hoping that the Dusk Wardens would come to you.
Okay. I suppose we should go to where we were supposed to meet them, guys.
We don't know where we're gonna meet them, do we?
Yeah, the Freeman Academy.
Freeman Academy is where you'll at least hear.
Yeah, okay, let's go back there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also we can catch up with the Shwanti slaves.
3 Shawanti Amigos. Okay. So when you guys get back there, one of the people kind of standing guard outside the gates of the academy tells you that Black Marn was looking for you. So he was supposed to tell you when you returned to somebody go talk to Black Marn.
Alright. I guess we can all go.
I don't see why we wouldn't all go.
Okay.
What's this all go thing? I don't get it.
I know, it's crazy. I was
Trying to
expecting
stay
like
together.
half of you to be like, let's go talk to Black Marn. You have to be like, I go to the library again.
To the library!
Okay. So you guys, assume you guys would know where Black Marn's office is, or
Yeah, I've been
a few
there.
of you guys would at least, because you guys have been there. You guys walk back there, and you see him there. Do you guys remember what he looks like? I actually had a picture from last time I had posted.
Nope.
Well, he doesn't look like a Black Marin.
He looks.
He has a scar.
Put this on the. Here, let me put it on the.
I remember him.
It looks like
Yeah.
this.
That's how I imagine Pluto looking, except without the scar.
Lol.
Oh yeah.
Far
An
from.
angry, wrinkled old man. Old beyond
My
his
hair's
age.
longer than that right now, though.
But otherwise, you're spot on.
Not really, but it's because the same eye color as I do or anything.
See, and that's important.
Yeah, it is important.
I've met Pluto before, and I still imagine him looking something like this.
Fair enough. So yeah, you get there and you see like Black Marn there, and you also see there's a dwarf there. And you can tell that most of you can probably tell that he is a Dusk Warden because he's got like the Dusk Warden badge, which looks like it's the gate, like kind of like the badge it's like a drawing of the gate kind of thing. So they're kind of they kind of notice you like as you walk in. You can tell they were talking about something, and they kind of stop what they were talking about, and so you're here. As I promised, this is my Dusk Warden contact.
Howdy.
A nod.
Greetings, thanks for coming to meet with us.
Says no problem. I'm hoping that I might be able to help you, and in exchange, perhaps you can help me as well.
Alright, right to the point. I like it. What is it? What's the deal?
Well, as you may or may not know, the Dusk Wardens are entirely a volunteer force. I mean, of course, we do get paid, but it's definitely not something that someone chooses to do if they're looking to make a lot of money. Uh, I mean, some Dusk Wardens have been known to acquire wealth within the Undercity, but it is not a very common calling for many. And anyway, the short of it is we have a problem that we don't believe we have the proper manpower to deal with.
Oh, what
Ah,
problem?
I'm interested. Keep talking.
Well, it's within the Widdershins near the lake. There's been a something in the Undercity. We think it might be a chul, and it's been
Is there
well, it's
knowledge
taken.
for that?
It'd be knowledge dungeoneering if you have it, and
Ooh.
it's
Of
been
course I do.
I do
it's
not.
been taking
Oh, now I do.
several victims lately, and it's been
I
getting
don't have
more
knowledge
impressive.
engineering.
Wait, why is my roll so low on that one?
Now I heard you're looking for a place that somebody might be storing a large number of people in.
Aye.
We have some ideas of where that would be, so we'll help you with this task, finding this place and getting in there, doing whatever it is you need to have done. But first, we will need either help with this problem or we would need some sort of payment. So let's see, knowledge engineering. You guys both know. You probably both know quite a bit about chuls, I guess. You know that they're very large, like aberrations, I guess, and that they tend to live in aquatic areas. Like they tend to have lairs that are usually either underwater or like in underwater caves, kind of a lot of times, or uh, like you know what I mean, like an open air cave that's underwater usually. Like tends to be like one of their favorite lairs. They tend to be very evil creatures. Like they tend to basically hunt just to collect trophies. So if you wander into a lair, you'll usually know it because they'll have like heads and things like that stored in there. Like they kind of have like this compulsion for creating collections.
Were we doing background skills in this game?
We are doing background skills.
Okay.
And you know, one of the ways they do to take people away is they have like they're basically kind of they got 4 legs, but then they have these giant like crab-like claws, and they also have tentacles that can paralyze people.
That sounds pleasant.
And yeah, they're very dangerous, and they're also very intelligent. And though they very rarely actually will talk to anybody, they actually can understand. They usually can understand languages. Although what language they speak it seems to vary. Like and they don't generally talk very often, but people have heard them talk before. They just usually don't.
Wait a minute.
And this is in the water? In the lake?
It's not directly in the lake, but it's very near the lake. It's basically in part of the Undercity that's underneath the Widdershins, and it's basically the cavern that it's been hiding in. We believe is kind of close to the lake and has water that's spilled in from the lake.
Oh, because there was that fellow that was trying to capture fish in the lake. I wonder if they're related.
not sure. I'm not sure I know anything about this guy that you're talking about. I was trying to catch fish. There aren't really any fish in the, or at least not very many fish that I'd ever want to catch in the lake.
Yeah, he
my
said
God,
something
my
about
God.
it being special.
Sounds like a weird fellow.
Yeah. This place is weird.
Can you take us to this, what was it called? Cool's lair?
The what?
The monster that he wants us to kill.
Oh, the Chul, yeah.
Chul.
Yes, well, it won't be me directly taking you. We have another desk warden, over there that kind of knows the area much better than I do. And, he'll be the one that helps you find it, but... I heard something about you not wanting to enter the BIS district, yes?
What?
At least not directly. That's why I
I
had
haven't
to come
heard of
here.
that.
Correct.
What did you guys... Oh, that's what you guys did.
Oh.
So I suppose the next time I talk to you, it'll be either here or perhaps somewhere else. Most likely here, though.
Yeah, here's fine.
And then who would be like the most charismatic person in this party? Who is it that he would?
Obviously, Philippe.
Well, I mean,
Obviously,
What are you talking about?
the tiki.
it depends
I'm
on
supposed
what
to be
kind of
joking.
charismatic you're referring to.
Yeah, Tiki hasn't really been
I
talking
do-
to him though. Philippe has been. So he puts his hand out towards Philippe and he says, "I don't. By the way, I don't think we've been properly introduced."
Burgar is like struck dumbfounded as they argue
Okay, so-
over who's the most charismatic.
Well, I don't think he actually says that.
No, he doesn't
Right,
say
like-
that. I'm just trying to think, like, as a
Okay.
DM, I was like, who would it make sense for him to be like go over
Probably
and try to
me.
introduce himself to first? So I think it'd be
Because I'm the
Philippe.
one who called for him to come over anyways in the first place, right?
That's true too. So he puts his hand out towards Philippe and he says, He's like, by the way, I don't think we've actually been properly introduced yet. And he puts his hand out towards you and says, Vodek Frostbrew.
I take his hand in a firm grip and I say, Philippe Lizuesta.
He kind of looks over expectantly at everybody else.
And
He maybe
yeah,
moves
well,
over, moves over to him
I
standing.
I
That's
look
probably
towards him and
Amber.
let them introduce themselves.
Yeah. Maybe goes to Amber next, just because Amber was the other one that's been talking, like questioning him the most.
Amber.
Puts his hand out. He moves on then to probably moves on to Brugar next.
Yeah, give him a big, firm handshake.
Hug.
I give him my name.
And then he moves on to Alias.
I just put my hand out and say alias.
Okay. And then he notices Tiki. So he kind of crouches down and puts his hand forward and says, Vodek Frostbrew.
She, like,
Yeah.
hides her hand because she's not really sure. So she puts her hand behind her back. She's like, Tiki.
Oh, don't mind her. She's just shy.
And he doesn't seem too offended. He just gives like this big smile and then kind of stands back up and says, "It's like I'm sure it'll be a pleasure to work with you."
I hope it will.
Now, about this Chul, if you're willing to take on this task, I will let my man know up in the Widdershins, and you know of a place called the Iterant House up there.
No.
Let's see. Do I know of a place called the Iterant House?
I'm gonna guess no. For me.
You do. You know the Iterant House is basically... It's sort of like a inn, kind of, within the Widdershins. It's kind of a spot where people... Like, the Widdershins is kind of a very closed... Kind of a closed community for being in Kaer Maga. But the Idaran House is kind of like where you would go if you're an outsider.
I'll say yes.
Very well, you meet my man there. He is actually also a dwarf, goes by the name of Korgoli.
Alright.
And what was this guy's name again?
Vodic Frostbrew.
Is that in chat? Yeah, this helps. I feel like this guy would be friends with Lee.
Oh, maybe.
Because his last name is
So this
Brew.
thing, you just need us to kill it, right?
Yes. We think we know where it's at. It's a very very dangerous creature, and I've heard that you're very formidable people.
Well, let me tell you, this guy right here, Brugar, he's an even more dangerous creature. Ha 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 ha.
Well, I certainly hope
How well
so.
does he sell it?
It's
Like
not a
all
bluff.
right,
That's truth.
No, I just want
Yeah,
to know
but
how well you
still-
sell it.
How well you sell it.
So-
You could use like a
Yeah, you're advertising me right now.
Diplomacy.
yeah, do like a diplomacy or like a perform oratory or something like that.
Is there a way to get perform oratory to diplomacy aside
Pretty
from
good.
like bard stuff?
And I don't know, but I have performed oratory. That's Burgar's form of
So,
being
yeah, he-
charismatic. He just tells really good stories.
Yeah. So he gives like a big smile and says, "Yes, I'm sure that he is."
I nod my head.
Anyway, he should be at the Idaran House all day today. Anytime after noon, which is very close actually. I believe we're in probably be noon in about an hour or so, I'd say. He's usually there till sundown. So if you go there today, you should be able to meet him. And let him know that Votek sent you guys.
Aside from the paralysis, do I know of anything else that makes these jewels really hard to kill?
They're immune to poison, but otherwise they don't have any particular like defenses.
But they have minds.
They have very thick. They have minds. They have thick hides, but which basically means they have high natural armor, but they don't have.
I get
They
that.
don't have any sort of DR, and they don't have any other sort of immunities other than poison.
Okay.
You do know, like I said, that they're very, very dangerous, though.
Right.
Alright, well we better get a move on, everybody. Lads and lasses.
Yeah.
We've got us a creature to exterminate.
Okay.
Sounds like old times.
You know,
with
one of my
that threat,
cousins was
Jay.
in the extermination business.
I guess I'll put mage armor on myself. This is the first time I've used a spell in a while.
It's probably not a fun business, honestly.
Depends whose perspective you're looking from. From the exterminator, it's just work. But when I went with them, it was quite the show. Like that game Whack-A-Mole.
What if the thing we're exterminating has a right to be there?
A tool. An aberration.
Aberrations don't have rights?
Well, not when they're known to hunt down and kill people for the fun of it.
Is that what it was doing?
That's what
Yes.
tools are known to do.
Well, and that's what this one specifically was doing. They mentioned that it's taken multiple victims now from the Widdershins. That's why they want to do something about it.
I suppose that is a problem.
It sounds like trouble.
Eh.
Well, if it wants to live, then it'll let us know somehow.
Right.
They say these beasties are smart. That's what he said, right? Or it's what you said.
That's what else. Yes, yes.
So if it's smart enough to realize that we're coming to kill it, then maybe it'll go away.
That's hopeful thinking. Or maybe it'll just try to take us as trophies.
Oh,
But
that's
That's
the
more
easy.
likely.
That's the easy thing, because I know what to do in that case. That means I can
Smash
kill
it?
Well, that means I get to fight it. If it dies, then so be.
So you guys are heading up to the Widdershins then? To the
Yep.
itinerant house?
I'll just tell it to
Yep.
stop it.
I'm sure
smile
you
to you
will
like,
in that
"Okay,
commanding
Tiki."
way that you do.
Cheeky
That's
looks
true.
at Amber like, huh? Commanding, she don't get it.
Amber will smile. She made a magic funzie.
Alright.
Alright, I
I'll
make
make
sure all
sure
my,
that I don't
my gear's in working order.
I think
Get-
it is.
deaded on the way.
Uh, Alright, so we're going underground, is that right? So the sky won't be visible?
Eventually.
Yeah, do we have like
Let's see how dangerous
lights,
this
torches,
beastie is.
things?
See, you know that the itinerant house is at the very top of the Widdershins, like up here. Amber would also probably know that usually entering the Widdershins is, like, they're sometimes strict about it. They sometimes won't let people in if they think they're undesirables. Unless you're going straight to the itinerant house.
Well, if they
Surely
stop
we
and
won't have a
question
problem with
me, I'll
that.
say that's where I'm going.
We're very desirable.
Uh-huh.
So you guys are gonna take like extra effort to go around and go in close to it, or are you just gonna walk through it and see what happens?
Just walk through it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys get there, as you get to the edge of it, between Hospice and Widdershins, yeah, somebody kind of stops you and says, "Hey, wait a minute." It's this armed guy, like a kind of with a group of guys behind him.
Armed with
Where
what?
do you think you're going?
I tell them we're here to kill the beast.
What now?
I'm not sure they know about that. We have a meeting
That
with
thing
the
what's
Dusk
been
Warden
killing
at
people.
the Wickerton house. Yeah, my
Yeah.
diplomacy's so good.
The itinerant house?
Itinerant house, yeah.
Mm. Oh, I don't know if I trust you. You look like the troublemaking sort.
I'm not of that sort at all.
Eyeing the party warily. If you're just going to the itinerant house, I guess, you should probably
You
go
don't want
around.
no crazy beastie killing all the people, do you?
Of course not, and that's why we're keeping you out of here.
Ouch.
But fella, don't you know who I am?
I never seen you in my life.
That's where I go into this crazy story.
Weren't we supposed to say
And I tell him of
somebody sent
Brugar's
us?
exploits, of how he's very brave, and that he's
I
been
did
killing
say that we have a
crazy
meeting with the Dusk Lord.
ankegs and wrestling people in the bottoms and freeing all the good people of this town. And that
So is
his
Brugar,
bravery
like,
knows no bounds.
is
He
he
launches
telling this
into
in, like
like a
third
story.
person? That's how I'm picturing it. I'm picturing him referring to himself in third person
I think Tiki just looks up
As he
at
tells-
him like a hero
as he
tells
tells
his
the story.
story.
Or are you, how are you telling this story in that sense? Or are you actually telling it in, like, first person?
It goes between first person and third person, but he's
Okay.
telling him how Brugar is how he is very brave, and that he's been
Yeah.
becoming a known name in this city, and that he also mixes in like what the others told him about the creature, telling him stories of how this thing has plagued the town for some time now, and how the streets cry out to him like a dirty prostitute in need.
Listen here now, if you see this Brugar fellow, then I don't know, get him to get some sort of sponsorship or something. But this doesn't sound like the sort of place for any Brugar. So yeah, he doesn't seem very
Amber
impressed.
sighs and she says, "Look, we have a meeting with Korgoli. We've been sent by Vortic Frostbrew. Do you know who those are? They're members of the Dusk Wardens."
Oh, the Dusk Wardens, you say? Hmm. Well, I suppose I shouldn't get in the Dusk Warden's way. Alright, I'll bring you to the itinerant house, but you need to stick close to me. I'm not gonna have you guys going out and causing trouble on my watch.
And
Okay,
that
we'll
man
stick close
is
to
me.
you.
He just kind of like raises an eyebrow looking at Brugar. It's like, whatever you say,
And he
man.
strikes a pose with like his fist on one hip and like
like a fan pointing at this guy or some shit. I'm thinking like a Power Ranger pose or something, almost. I don't
Except
know.
he's a
something like
dwarf.
that.
So he's a dwarf. Alright,
Probably
so yeah,
displays
he
his
turns around,
championship belt.
the other guy's like, alright, I'm gonna lead these guys to the itinerant house, so. He points to one of them and says, "You're in charge." One of the other guys standing there. In charge until I get back. The motion says this way, going to the itinerant house. So he goes as you.
Are these guys like street gangs or something? Like, what the hell is going on? Vigilante justice?
You might.
That's kind of who
know
we are,
if-
right?
You guys have knowledge. I mean, you have knowledge local, so you probably. I suppose you would probably know that the Widdershins is kind of a closed gate community within Kaer Maga, and that they have like armed mercenaries basically that are paid to uphold their strict rules. It's probably the most like the least anarchist part of Kaer Maga. Like at least like nominally at least there aren't any street gangs running this, except that in a way there kind of are.
I'll be right back, Beth.
So they're street gangs that are hired by the private citizens.
Kind of, yeah.
So it's sort of like a reverse mafia.
Sure.
Instead of the mafia being like, you need protection From who? From us. They're like, we need protection. From who? All of them people.
Yeah. It's kind of this weird thing where so basically what it is kind of this weird thing where like the people within the Widdershins are people that like really like the idea of Kaer Maga, but don't actually like Kaer Maga. Like they like that there's all this like taboo stuff in Kaer Maga and like the kind of lawlessness of it, but at the same time they don't actually want to live in that. They just want to like be able to go to it, you know, and then go back to their safe homes. So yeah, you
Sounds
notice
They
they're
want the
reasonable.
best of both worlds.
they kind of that's what they're doing. They're trying to get the best of both worlds, kind of. And you kind of notice as you're walking through it, it's like a really well maintained. You see a few other. You see people like walking around and whatnot, and they're kind of avoiding you guys. They're staying away from you and the guard that's like leading you down the streets towards the itinerant house.
Whatever, more street for us.
I guess. Oh,
So
shit,
he
I
leads you
never reset
through.
my spells.
Leads you through the streets, and eventually you get to a building, and says, "All right, this is the itinerant house." And you see there's like some other kind of armed guards standing outside it. He's like, when you need to leave, you just let these guys know, and they'll lead you back outside of here.
Well, thank you. I really must be on my way to this meeting, though. And I go on
Right.
into the itinerant house.
He nods to you guys as you guys go in there. He says, "Enjoy your stay on the Widdershins," and then he maybe he sends a little bit of sarcasm, and he walks back from where he came, back towards his post. So yeah, you get in here, and it's actually a really nice looking place. Like it looks to be maybe not quite as high class as the Canary House, but it's up there. Because there's lots of like nice decorations and such, like paintings and statues and whatnot. It's very well lit, and you see there's like a few other people and whatnot there. So what do you do? You look
Is there
for
a dwarf in here?
Alright, I'm back.
Aside
There
from
is.
Brugar?
Oh, damn it! I was just about to say that. Like there's a dwarf there. His name is Brugar. But yes, there is another dwarf there.
Hmm.
Which guy was complaining about your plus 17 to bluff?
Zerdarium.
Oh.
On my
Yeah.
other character in Ron's game.
Yeah, that's the thing. You guys see him. He's there. The dwarf.
Yeah, we
He
go up
doesn't-
and say hi.
Okay, so he like looks. He's like, "Who are you guys?"
We're friends of whatever Votic.
Bodek.
Vodek sent you then.
We're here about the Chul.
Ah, the jewel. Very good. Yes.
You're Korgoli?
Yes. My name is Korgole. I'm the desk warden that kind of patrols around the Undercity under the Widdershins. This Chul has been causing a lot of issues lately. The last week or so, he's kind of claimed at least 3 victims that I know about. We managed to actually kind of follow as he was dragging away the last one. So I think I know where his lair is, but well, I haven't been able to do much else about it. He kind of looks a little sheepish and says, "I'm afraid to say, but I can't swim."
Oh.
Oh, there's no shame in that. So the creature lives underwater.
Or at least you have to go through the water to get to its lair.
I see.
It's through it dragged its last victim through a underwater passage that was water that leaked in from the lake. It's on the south side of the Widdershins. I don't know if you know this lake is very unnatural thing. But in any case, it seems to drag it through this underwater passage. I'm sure it'll probably come back out again, but I'd rather not wait for it to strike again. Would you like to come with me, and I can show you where its lair is?
All right.
Or is there anything else you need to do before we go?
Do we have everything we need for this?
Well, do you?
I
don't know.
need to go get a scroll. Or 2.
A scroll or 2, you say, huh?
I came unprepared to swim.
Hmm. Well, if you got some preparation you need to do beforehand, I can wait here.
Tiki says, I can help you breathe underwater, but not swim. But once you breathe underwater, you can't breathe real air.
How much do level 1 scrolls cost?
That's a good question. Scrolls. A level 1 scroll costs for wizard. Yeah, the 25 gold. They're not very expensive.
And how much does it cost to get the caster level increased on them?
I'm not sure actually.
Let me see if I can find it out in Hero Lab.
What a strange ability, Tiki. It's like turning me into a fish.
Yeah.
I guess it just multiplies it up higher. So if you want like a level 2 version of a level 1 spell, it costs 50 gold piece. Like it's another 25 gold for every caster level you add to it. It says price of scroll is equal to the level of the spell times the creator's
it's
caster
that.
level times 25 gold. So yeah, you guys have some shopping you need to do then, I guess. He says he'll just wait here.
Okay. Yeah, I need to... yeah. I need... How long is this tunnel? How long does it take to get through?
I wish I knew that. I can't swim, remember? So I've never been to the other side of it.
You said it's a collapsed tunnel, though, right?
I'm going to, I want a, sense motive on him not being able to swim.
Okay.
He's lying.
As far as you can tell, he's being honest about not being able to swim. And you just seem a little embarrassed about it when he first told you. Well, it's been... This tunnel has been filled with water since, well, longer than I've been a Dusk Warden. It's one of the few
Aren't
places
Dusk
we haven't
Wardens
really
supposed to
mapped
have
out.
maps of the underground of this place?
Yes, but they're not fully comprehensive maps. The Undercity is very vast. We don't have complete maps of everything. Now, I'm
Tiki,
sure
how
it
long
can't
does
be
this
too
strange
long,
fist transformation of yours last?
because we have a lot of the area around it mapped out.
1 hour per level.
Oh, that's a long time.
But you can end it whenever you want.
I don't know, actually.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
see if
good.
it's divisible.
Hopefully, if you can't breathe above water with it on.
um... It doesn't have a D anywhere.
So it doesn't sound like it's dismissible. It would be in the duration if it was. It'd just be a D in parentheses.
Yeah, just once you're breathing underwater, though, you won't be able to breathe air. So there's that.
It was a touch of the
Gotcha.
sea.
Yeah, and I can split the duration up as well. It's Aboleth's long.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. I thought it would be flavorfully fun if I ever get to use it.
Yeah. You can put it on opponents too.
That was the plan.
Yeah, you can use it as an offensive spell.
It's just I see it kind of evilish, and Tiki hasn't quite reached that, so it's gonna take a certain enemy for her to use it on them, But yeah.
Probably, yeah.
If somebody tried to use that on Araxi, for example, it wouldn't do anything, because she can already breathe underwater.
Right.
It won't work on the Chul
Okay.
itself either, because you know that it can breathe underwater as well.
So,
Amber and Philippe know that it can
if
breathe
I need scrolls of air bubble and touch of the sea.
underwater. Okay. So yeah, assuming
and
you go to you leave the itinerant house and go back into perhaps down market or
and
the target promenade.
I can cast them on each of us if we need them, and I'm wondering, maybe to be safe, we need them back and forth.
Anybody else gonna buy anything while Amber's going and buying stuff?
I don't
No.
think so.
I'm broke.
So you guys go with Amber for the shopping, or do you guys wait here? Or...
Sure, I'll go with her.
Okay.
I'll wait here. I'll do
So
the story.
who else can't swim?
I can swim.
I
Not well.
can.
I cannot
But if it's
swim
just gonna be
well.
like stagnant water, then that's not really a problem to swim through.
Well, it's better safe than sorry. Um, Let's hope this thing isn't more than 300 feet long. How many of us are there? 5. So I'm gonna need 10 level 1 scrolls.
Wait, what scroll? For what? To do what?
Touch of the Sea and Air Bubble. Unless you can swim.
Well, I mean, I don't have a swim speed, but neither do you, but I have a swim rank. I think frogs can breathe underwater, so I don't think I need air bubble. Sure.
Ripley's are not aquatic.
Yeah, it doesn't even say I can.
Oh, they're not
so-
amphibious.
Nope.
Not in the Pathfinder sense.
Yeah.
They're amphibians, but they're not amphibious in the Pathfinder sense.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so to be safe,
They're more like tree frogs, actually, too. They have climb speeds.
Yes, that's true.
I will ask each of you if you have it to, pay for your own scrolls that I can use on you.
So how much do you want?
Actually, I need.
I mean,
Let's
we're
see.
gonna be
100 gold if we're going both ways.
We're fighting this creature underwater. At least we're assuming we are, right?
We're not
Possibly.
sure.
We're
We don't
not
know for
sure.
You know you're gonna have to go
Yeah,
into
it's
the
a
water to
possibility.
follow it, though. It is possible it's layers underwater, but you also know that they tend to a lot of times have, like, their preferred layers tend to be like underwater caves that have air, like like when you have like a cave that's underwater but has a pocket of air in it, basically. Like that's like their preferred cave, like their preferred layers. At least that's what Philippe and Amber would be able to tell you.
Yeah, I'm good paying you 100 gold, Amber, for
I'd
the
rather
scrolls.
just
I don't have
swim.
100 gold.
Use my own swim chance, I guess. So I don't want to pay for a scroll for Touch of the Sea.
I have 68 gold.
Because you
Okay.
can't even afford it.
Didn't
Didn't you get part of that gold from the? No, you have 912 gold you got from the cabinet.
We did?
Yep. I don't think you were here when they opened that, but Brugar would have been given some of that. So you have about 1,000 gold almost, a little bit under.
I have 900 more gold than what I have on the sheet.
912 more than what you have on your character sheet.
Wow, that was a lot of money in there.
Mhm.
912?
Yeah, there was several thousand gold. It wasn't all in gold pieces. Like some of it was in like gems and such. But I was ruling that is that can be converted 1-to-1 as money.
Okay, well in that case, if you need 100 gold to give me magical stuff that helps me swim, then I'll give you 100 gold.
Okay.
So Brugar's getting it then. So yeah, I don't remember if Ron was here when for that as well, but he would also have that. That
If you tell
912 as
me
well.
that this magic can make
You
me
say
swim better and
912?
breathe underwater
Yeah, this was
without
from you guys
removing my
got from the
ability to breathe
cabinet
air,
that you guys
then
stole
I'm
from
Yeah,
all
I've
for
got
it.
that.
Foundry. Okay. So yeah, I think it was only Brugar that didn't know about that then.
So,
Anything else you guys want to get before you guys? I'm assuming after Amber goes and buys those, she's just gonna come back.
yeah.
Okay.
So, I have it for Philippe, Brugar, not Alios, not,
And not Tiki, it sounds like.
not Alias and not Tiki. Okay, okay.
So She's giving you 50 gold maybe for the other one then? To buy the air bubble?
Yeah. And I'm just getting lots of level 1 scrolls, and hopefully this passage isn't super long, or we have to fight this thing underwater.
So it's just Aelios
Wait,
is
how
not
much are you buying
buying
these
any
scrolls
scrolls. 50 gold each.
That's...
He's buying a
No.
level 2.
No, I'm buying level 1 scrolls.
Oh, he's
I'm
buying
buying
one of
2.
each for the round trip is why he's buying 2 of them. Just in
Yeah.
case you need
50
a second one.
gold for those scrolls? That's really cheap.
Well, they're 25. They're 25 each for a level 1 spell at caster level 1.
Huh.
So is Aelios not buying any then? You just gonna go in with holding your breath or something?
Oh
Yeah.
god. He's gonna die.
Alias doesn't see that that is worth the money to spend because he has so little gold right now.
Well, you have 900 gold right now.
What did you spend your 912 gold on?
I have 912 gold, but I would have 1,000 more.
Okay. Alright. It's your choice.
Oh man, I hate when Pluto takes that tone.
I will buy Aelios's scrolls
Oh, 1 second.
For
I gotta answer
him.
the phone.
Okay, I'll slip you 50 more gold, Amber, to help cover Alias's costs. So you only have to pay 50 of your own if you're buying the full 100 gold set.
Yeah. And then we'll go back to the guy and meet him and be like, we're prepared now.
Alright, sorry, I'm back. I had a phone call I needed to answer.
I
go back to the guy.
paid for Aelios's scrolls because
I helped pay. Right.
Okay. I guess Amber did get that 1,000 gold or whatever it was from her past self, basically.
yeah, I don't know how much gold I actually have though, because it looks like I got the 900 gold. And then I got like on my hero lab, it has me pretty much just having that 1,000 and then the 900 from.
That sounds right. I think that's the only gold you guys have gotten recently.
But what did you have beforehand is what you're asking?
Yeah. What I'm not sure how much I had beforehand or not, but anyway,
Oh,
I have
I would
1,900 gold on me.
So you'd have no problem finding low-level scrolls like that.
Right.
You could probably there's probably a lot of different places you could get something like that. You could probably get it from Onkerte, Tar Heel Promenade, or Down Market, like pretty easily. Probably Oriat even, like honestly. There's actually quite a bit of different places you'd be able to buy scrolls from.
And the air bubble covers the entirety of the person.
Let me check. So I'm not actually sure.
One creature or one object, no large.
No, it just touches your head, it looks like, or surrounds your head. Although you could put it on an object as well, like you can put a firearm within an air bubble. And then you could shoot your gun
Jeez,
underwater.
all our
But
stuff's gonna get wet. Yay!
Yeah, I'm going to go put all of my books and some of my scrolls, in,
at your room in the Canary House.
at my room in the Canary House. and I'll just have to, like, I don't know, make a hat out of paper mache, a hat out of the other ones.
Ugh.
Stuff them between my ears or something.
Okay.
Somehow to make the scrolls that keep me able to breathe underwater and stuff not getting wet from...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Cluedo?
Yeah, you want to keep them somehow within your air bubble or something, basically.
Yeah. And then we'll go back and we'll say we're ready to go.
Okay.
All right, we're ready.
Yep. And before we just
Alright, let's
spent
do it.
as much gold as it would have taken to just pay these guys off.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna pay
That's what I
this
was wondering
monster
is how
to
much
go
would it
away.
have... No, but
Yeah, you
they
guys
said we
never-
could have
you guys
either
never actually
paid them...
asked. Yeah, you guys
I
never
know.
actually asked.
We should
Alright.
have.
There's also probably some treasure cache under here, so we'll probably make the money back.
Paying them
Since
off
it
isn't nearly as fun.
Hoard stuff. Huh?
That's the
Yeah.
spirit.
Well,
Paying
we
them off
want to
isn't
also
nearly as
help
fun.
the people who are getting hurt,
Burger
and,
wants to fight.
killed. So,
Yeah.
that's a large part of it.
I also knew that Rugar wouldn't, decline this. He's always up for a fight.
A scrap or a brawl. Because that's where the good stories come from.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, he says make sure you stick with me. They if you get separated, you could get in trouble within the Widdershins. They're very particular about outsiders here.
I know.
I have permission to kind of go as I please because even the Widdershins respects the service that the Dusk Wardens provide. Anyway, he leads you down kind of to the south end of the Widdershins and kind of goes to like one of the buildings over there and he kind of knocks on the door and waits for a little bit and somebody opens the door and he kind of shows his Dusk Warden badge. This is Dusk Warden business. Sorry, I need access to your basement. And they kind of nod and kind of scramble out of the way. So he leads you into this. It's basically like someone's house, but he goes straight to the basement. And he kind of is like glancing over his shoulder as he goes through there, kind of trying to like make sure none of you guys are like running off somewhere else in the house or trying to grab stuff. Because there's some nice like it looks like a pretty like the home was owned by somebody that's fairly wealthy. There's a lot of like nice furniture and decorations and such around the house.
It's times like this I wish I were a rogue halfling with...
Like really good sleight of hand or something.
Yeah, I think that's my next character. I've always wanted to play a thief. Anyway, sorry. Oh, my hoarder character is going to be a thief hoarder. He steals things and just hoards them. Yeah.
Just like steals things and keeps them for
I'll
no
steal like big things and put them in like my
compulsion.
mega bag of holding, and then they'll never know where it went. I'm like, I don't have it. I didn't steal it. Perfect. Okay.
That sounds like an easy character to kill off.
Yeah.
No, no.
Or at least
He'll
an
fall
easy
into
character
bait
to get
traps
in
all
jail.
the time, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry to distract.
Game Master's gonna
Alright, so
sucker
he leads you
you.
through. He leads you through and down into a basement where there's kind of like a door there that he kind of pulls out like a big thick ring of keys and kind of flips through them. And he tries one and it doesn't work. He's like, okay, it's not this one. And he's sitting there and you can see he's like trying to figure out which freaking key it was to get through here again. And on like the fourth one he tries, he gets it open. He's like, okay, it was this one. It's like there's so many of these freaking things. It's hard to remember which one goes where. And
Don't worry, Amber can probably remember which one goes where.
probably Amber probably could actually. Amber probably is smarter than this guy is. Has a better memory. And Philippe probably would be able to remember honestly as well if it was his set of keys. But it's the sort of thing you guys are good at. So he leads you through. If you, I suppose, if you wanted to, you could have a, you could try to make a check of some sort to kind of remember how to navigate back out if you had to find your way on your own.
Sure, what sort of check do you want?
It'd probably be either like a wisdom-based check, like survival or something, or like that would be the
Perception,
I suppose you
obviously.
could. I suppose. Well, it wouldn't be perception. It'd be like survival. Or you could do it with. You could just do a basic intelligence check just to memorize the steps you took. That's probably gonna be at a higher DC, but if you don't have survival or your survival's really bad, you could probably try
If
to
I
do
have
it
a
just off of
-2 in
memorizing it.
survival.
Yeah, if you have a -2 in survival.
What are we doing with survival?
If you want to be able to remember how to get out of here without a guide, basically. If
Oh,
you man,
well.
if like this Dusk Warden guy gets killed, for
Yeah,
example.
sure, I'll survive.
If you get... So Alias.
It's not very good survival.
Alias probably is the only one that actually seems to have. Probably Tiki. You guys probably would be able to remember how you guys got here.
It might be the only thing I'm paying attention to right now.
Yeah. I need to like. Okay. So, yeah, he leads you through a series of tunnels and whatnot. Probably it's once he gets in there, there's like no light source. He has dark vision, but he offers to light a torch up if you guys need it.
Amber will put light on somebody.
It's okay, so I guess you don't-
Brugar's, what, pole hammer?
I can see in the dark too.
Right, but I think Tiki can too. Well, Tiki
Yep.
sorta can see in the dark, basically. That's like the only one. Like she has just her dark vision, pretty much as her only vision.
That's all I have.
Yeah.
I'll put it on Brugar's hammer. Brugar likes to go first, right?
But Alias, Amber, and Philippe don't have dark vision, so they need a light at least.
Wait, Brugar's a dwarf. What?
No, not
He has
Brugar.
low light
Alias,
vision, doesn't he?
Philippe, and Amber.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay, I was confused.
Philippe
for a
has
second.
Philippe has low light vision because he's a
I have
half-elf.
low light. Yeah.
okay.
Oops, that's the wrong map. I'm glad I didn't drag you guys to that one.
I think he just wants to put it on my hammer because I'm usually the one going first.
Yep.
So that means you guys will have to stay near me to get your light.
Huh.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, let me drag you guys over here. This map.
I'm actually
Need to
planning
delete
on
some of
not
these
being
maps.
seen.
Yeah, I definitely need to delete some of these maps. It's harder
Good
to
luck.
drag people. It's harder to drag people over the map and need them on when there's like a huge bunch of them I gotta scroll through. Okay, here we
You
go.
can archive them.
Yeah,
We
I
can
need to
see
archive a
all
bunch
of
them.
this.
Oh no! Don't look.
Yeah.
Fred
That only
turned the
makes
fog
me
of
want to
war
look
on.
more.
I pulled you out of it. Let me turn
It's
the
okay,
fog
I
of
didn't
war
see
on.
any of
Okay.
it.
I saw 3 black lines.
Okay.
I know everything now.
Okay, let me drag you guys back over with the fog of war actually turned on.
I promise I won't metagame.
Okay.
Tiki is huge.
I am.
That's because I haven't resized everybody else's tokens the same
Oh.
as. Oh, god damn it!
Now I'm huge.
Stop it!
Wow.
Stop moving around. You have like mythic and large person cast on you.
Yeah,
I
no
expand in
shit.
the water.
Okay, there we go. Everybody's the proper size now. I don't have a token for this dwarf guy right now. I suppose I could grab one of the generic dwarf tokens we used earlier.
There's a token there for the dwarf, but compared to Brugar, he just looks like a white square.
There you go, here he is. I'm sure you remember this token. So yeah, he leads you down, and there's kind of like an intersection up here. He says, and you can kind of, like you probably actually can see maybe, well, maybe not. Philippe, maybe roll a perception check, I guess. As you guys get over here.
Ah, I see the water.
I see the blue lines where the water line starts.
There. It's okay.
Okay. So Philippe can definitely tell that somebody was recently like dragged through here. Like you can kind of see kind of spots where maybe it was scratched at, like on the ground or on the walls, going around the corner. It's very subtle, but Philippe notices that for sure there definitely was somebody dragged through here. Nobody else really can tell that, but Philippe can actually see some really subtle signs that let him know that. And so Corgoli tells you, says yes, it was down there. They managed to track it down here and drag its last victim into the water there. So I think it lives down that passageway. But as you can see, it's underwater. You can kind of see it goes like this area you're looking down here is downhill compared. Like you guys are kind of on a level ground up here, but this is downhill.
Right. Okay.
And so like it gets to a spot where like you can see further down into there. It's completely submerged underwater.
Okay. I walk forward and I look at the water. Is it cloudy or dark or murky or nasty?
It doesn't look bad or anything. It looks pretty. It looks
Does it look
pretty
stagnant?
clean. Not completely. It looks like there is some bit of water flow, and you can actually kind of see, like maybe if you look close to the wall, you can see there's a little bit of holes in the wall, like maybe look like small holes in the wall that look like water probably flew, like came in through there.
Alright, Ember, use your scroll.
Okay.
I'm ready for a dip.
I use my scrolls, or I first use Touch of the Sea, then Air Bubble on Brugar, then next I'll use it on Alias, then next I'll use it
Brugar's
on
gonna leave
Philippe.
his backpack and all of his other stuff here, aside from his weapons and armor.
Okay.
Then next I'll use it, or just the one scroll of Air Bubble on Tiki, and lastly she'll use it on herself, and she will, once underwater, make herself invisible.
Okay. So everybody has air bubbles, and
Yeah.
most of you have Touch of the Sea.
Yep.
Okay. So what I'm gonna need is a percentage dice from somebody.
Not it.
Eh.
Okay.
That's a good 7. I like that 7.
Yeah, that's
Nice,
one I'll go with
solid
because it got
7.
done first. And then how do you guys do this? You just go and start swimming through here now?
Oh.
Yep. I just wade right into the water. Blurp, 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 blurp.
What is
Okay.
in my bag? Yeah, I will.
You can actually swim. You have a 30 swim speed
A
now.
swim speed, yep.
I will drop
20 with my arm.
gear bag, which doesn't have much in it, but I do have that map and stuff in there, so I'll just drop that.
Yep. Yeah, Brugar put his backpack there too. Now this guy's just gonna hang out here.
I'll leave my nets. I'm not gonna bring a net because I can't throw nets in water. So Tiki's gonna keep a stick in her hand. She's gonna carry the Cure Light Wounds wand. And I'll swim. And because it's calm water, it's what, just a DC 5 or?
Yeah, it's calm water.
Then
Like I said,
I
there's a
have
little bit of
6
there's
to
a
swim.
the water doesn't look like stagnant. You can kind of when you're down there, you can kind of see like those spots where there's gaps in the map there. Like that's actually to show that there is spots where there's like little holes in the wall, basically, where water can flow in and out.
So can you take 10s on swimming?
Yep. No, for now you can at least while you're not in combat.
Right.
So you can see it kind of there's a bend basically here.
Mm-hmm.
You coming, Philippe?
So when you come around this corner here, the second corner here, it kind of starts going back up a little bit.
Aha. Keep going. Oh, what's over here?
Swimming, swimming, swimming.
And this looks like a dead end.
I look around real quick.
There's some algae growing down there, but that's it. That's about it.
Oh, I try to keep it out of my beard.
Okay, and
Algae beard.
I'm guessing you guys are probably
Oh, I see some
swimming
water.
faster than Tiki is by a bit, just because you guys have swim speed and Tiki doesn't. Maybe you guys are trying to slow,
Yeah.
keep like not go too fast to let Tiki keep up a little bit, but
Yeah. Yeah, not trying to outspeed her.
and you come to the edge of the water. So
Oh, I'll
don't
poke my
go
head
any
out.
further. Right. Yep. Don't go any further. Everybody, kind of make sure you leave your tokens where they're at.
Roll
here.
for initiative.
I need to make some rolls.
I'm
Let's
behind
see
around
here.
the corner. Wait for me. Or don't wait for me. Go get in trouble and then I'll save you. The code of
There
the
you go.
healer.
Okay. Now, how do you guys approach this? You just stick your head out and the water, basically, and kind of look around.
Yeah.
Sure. We don't really have much other choice, I think.
Okay.
Well, that's the way of the fight.
So you look up and you see that there is indeed a cavern here. You probably would notice. Let's see. You have dark vision. Do you still have? Does he still have light on his? He would still have light in his weapon, right? Like you guys. Okay. So everyone else, I guess, that gets close to the like Philippe probably knows as well. There is indeed like various humanoid-looking skulls, kind of arranged against like
Oh,
on the ground against the wall there.
this is starting to look like the right spot.
Yeah, and they're kind of over here on the far wall.
The skulls gave
But
it
you
away.
don't see anything else here.
If I
Okay,
see
so-
that, I'll cast shield on myself.
You'd probably be able to see a little bit more of this room because of the angle. But...
I gesture back to the others, and I give them some hand signs that I learned back in my days at the Soldier Academy, telling them that like I'm gonna go first. Follow me in like 5 seconds.
Is that
I
perception
have
check
no
for
idea what you're
looking into-
saying.
Is that perception check, by the way, for looking into the this cavern? That 24 there,
Yeah.
or was that okay?
I'll also
He's looking
look
around and then giving them the signal.
Okay, so you both notice the corner, kind of just hiding around the corner. You see the edge of something very large, just hiding right around the corner.
Ooh.
Oh god. I
doesn't
motion like
seem-
pointing with my finger like it's right there.
Okay,
Good. Perfect.
and everyone roll initiative.
Wait, I didn't actually say it.
Yes, but it's an intelligent creature
okay.
that notices you pointing. So roll initiative.
What?
Yes.
I thought we were around the corner.
Oh.
Okay.
You can see it. It can see
Mine's
you.
actually
It's amazing,
19.
isn't it?
I didn't.
Dang it,
update
my
Oh.
guy
throw.
wasn't selected.
Oh,
You don't
put
have
yourself
the
on turn
thingy
tracker.
up.
Sorry, I didn't have the turn tracker up yet. Well, it shouldn't matter. It should put you on automatically.
Was 7.
I like that roll way more. Can I keep that one?
Whatever. I'm behind for a reason, I guess.
Let me see here. I guess I can add Brewguard to the turn tracker here. Add turn.
Hey, mine's got my name on it and everything, all snazzy.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. What does it get for initiative? Okay. So let's see, do I want to do this as a surprise round or just a normal round of combat?
Up to you.
I'd say it's going to be surprise round, and it's only going to be for... The surprise round's only going to be for Philippe and Brewguard. Because they're the ones that actually see it at this point, because everyone else is kind of still
Right, I'm still in the water.
further back in the water. So Philippe, you notice that it's about to attack. Wait, no, actually it goes before you guys. So it's just going to attack. It's going to do a single attack. It does like a 5-foot step and just reaches over and tries to... Actually, can it? Nope, actually it can't. It doesn't have long enough reach. So yeah, you guys you do get a surprise round since you did spot it though. So it moves out from around the corner.
Probably
Just gonna
roars
go
or
under
something
review.
intimidating.
Snaps its claws at you, but doesn't actually do anything yet.
Snap,
So you
snap,
have a
snap.
single standard action surprise round.
Okay.
First,
what are you
I
doing?
So I
will
guess it's Philippe for.
5-foot step here.
Okay.
What do I even do? I do nothing, right? Basically.
You rolled really good perception.
Oh,
rolls.
yeah. I can study strike, all that stuff. Okay, so I can't do that this turn because I don't have the action, but right, because it's a move
You-
action.
you
Yeah.
still-
Okay, so I'll just
Yeah, you
could
could
have
still use a
studied
move
it.
action in place of a standard action if you'd wanted, but
I'd rather just attack.
Okay.
I hope my macro's right. It's been a while. 24.
you hit.
Is that chance for critical? 18.
Yeah,
with
I
the
think so,
rapier?
Yeah, that's a rapier.
Okay, to
Roll
confirm. 22.
22 confirms. So you're doing your
Yes,
butterfly
okay.
strike thing?
I'm gonna butterfly strike to pass it on to my next ally. Wait, is that only for this round?
Yeah.
So, or no, it's before my next turn, right? Wait, but they're not. Okay, so Alias will get a turn before me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Technically.
Okay,
Oh,
so I'm
Brugar
gonna
will as
butterfly
well.
sting and pass it to my next ally as
Well,
long as someone hits before
Yeah,
my next turn.
Brugar acts in the surprise
Yeah,
round.
as long as he hits. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm passing it.
Okay.
And I'll just
so
do
you're gonna
normal
do a
damage.
hit then.
7 damage.
Okay. So you stab it, and it does appear to have hurt it. You see some of this weird
Awesome.
green blood that it has ooze out.
So if I don't take the hit, Alias will still get a chance to use it, right?
I think
not,
so, yeah.
Probably not, because he's not going to get to act in this surprise round.
Oh.
Right, but
okay.
after the surprise round, then it's gonna be Alias's turn first.
Oh yeah, you're right, it will be.
Oh, okay. Good, good.
And I think the wording of... I can look it up. I think the wording is before my next action, like before my turn.
Right. How is that? Does anybody remember how to add the turn tracker thing in Roll20? Like, how does he do that again? It's you add
Just right click and add.
add a custom
You
item.
go
You right-click
you
on it.
write you write rounds, and then in the space below it, +1.
See, item label rounds. Okay, yeah. There we go.
So I'm up
drag the
next.
rounds into being right here.
Before the
We're
start
still
of
on
your
round
next
0
turn.
right now. Okay, yeah, you'll be fine then. Probably.
Probably. They might miss.
So for my surprise round, I'm going to move 5, 10,
Okay.
15, 20, and I yell at it, trying to get it to attack me.
It acted in the surprise round before you, so do you have any way to prevent the attack opportunity, or is it just gonna
No,
do it?
no, I'm encouraging it to try and
Okay,
hit.
so it's gonna attempt to.
Oh god.
I yell, come at me, you stupid tentacly bearded brute.
So it swipes at you with a claw. Does a 25 hit?
Let's see, 20. I think it does. Let me see. Yes, it does.
Okay, and it also tries to grab you.
Okay.
So it gets a very high attempt for grabbing people. But does a 21 hit for the grapple?
A 21 does not. It misses by 1. My CMD is 22.
Awesome. So you do take some damage, but
Wow.
you do run past it, and you only take let me double check that. Yep, you take 16 damage. Running
Oh my god.
past it. And that's the end of the surprise round, so it's now Alias. You get a full round now at this point.
Okay.
So you do have a swim speed, so you should be able to move, all the way up to here if you want to, for example.
How much does that add to my swim speed?
It gives you a 30.
30. It gives you
30.
30 swim speed.
Okay, it gives you
And it
30.
can't
probably
make
the
an
same
attack of
move.
opportunity again, right? Because it already did? Or it can't...
Unless it has
new-
combat reflexes,
Which it
Okay.
might.
which it might have combat reflexes. You're not sure.
There's one way to find out.
Brugard didn't use the butterfly sting, right?
Yeah, you need
No, I
to
didn't.
hit.
No, he didn't. He didn't even attack it.
Alright.
He used a
I'm
sneak.
gonna
Okay,
move
and
up
it
to
does
here.
have. It does
Oh
have
my god.
combat reflexes, so
That's fine.
it gets a free attack opportunity against.
Yeah, but if it... Oh my god, this is so bad.
Does a
Yes,
30
that
hit you?
hits.
Okay. Now the other question is. Oh no, it doesn't grapple you.
You
So
miss
you just
it.
take some damage. Man, you guys are getting so lucky on its attempt to grapple. It's pretty good at doing that, but it's rolled a 1 and a 2 so far. So I mean,
It's our bravado.
very very fortunate.
Oh
for
my
you guys.
god.
But you do take 11 whole damage. Oh man. Okay, so that was your move action. You can still attack it or something now. You can do anything else like rage or any of that stuff too.
Yeah, I'm gonna rage. I just have to find my blood rage button. There it is.
And you can get a single attack. Don't forget to also decide if you want to use like power attack and all this stuff.
Wait a second here. We're level 6, right?
Yep. If
I
you had
get
a
a
full
double
round,
attack.
not unfortunately though. That's only if you have a full attack action. But you only have a standard action to work with here because you used a move action to move up. So you'd have to start. Like,
If
within
you
5
have
feet
the
of them.
double BAB on.
That's correct.
Okay.
And you miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's why I kind of wish Brugard took the attack instead of going for the flank.
Okay, its turn now.
Don't worry.
So it got hit by Philippe. It doesn't really like that. Also
He did
doesn't
hit
like
it.
that
He
you
did,
haven't-
he did poke.
It also doesn't like that you haven't flanked too much. But for now, what it's going to do is it's going to
Kill me in one
going to
hit.
attack Philippe. I think you have. Do you have that mirror out, or I don't remember you having that out. So.
I mean, I never said I had anything out. I don't think I would have had it out while swimming because that would have been very difficult. So I
That
do
wouldn't
not have
made
it out
sense.
right now.
Okay. Does an 18 hit Philippe?
Yes.
It does?
Ooh.
Oh man.
I have 18 AC. Unless I'm missing something here.
Does a 23 hit your CMD?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see how much. Let's see what you do. How it happens. Here.
Why didn't you guys hit it? Oh my god.
You take 18
not
damage
turn
just
yet?
from the
Oh.
claw. Not yet. It's its turn.
Yeah, that's
Um,
wiser to him.
So you take 18 damage just from that. It also has constrict, so you're going to take some more damage. You also take an additional 14 damage. And let's see,
If
that
you're
was
gonna
a single
front
attack.
line, you gotta be able to take the front line hits.
Don't worry, I got
So-
this under control.
As a move action, it's going to pull you up to the tentacles on it, and it's going to attempt to paralyze you with the tentacles. So it's what it got to do. It's got to do another grapple check.
Jesus, this action economy.
Yeah.
Oh, monsters are.
It's a monster.
Oh man, they're.
I think that
fucking
hits.
scary.
So you get to do a fortitude save to avoid being paralyzed by its tentacles.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and I'm not going to tell you
And
the
don't
result
tell
because I know
me-
you have
yeah.
a bunch of I know you have a bunch
Yeah.
of fun different things you can
God frickin' I don't think there's anything I can do. That's too low. Even if I roll a 6 on inspiration. Like,
Can't you sometimes roll double sixes?
that's only for an acrobatics, climb, escape, fly, ride, or swim check.
Hmm.
do. Oh, and you're almost dead too.
Yep.
Hey, I think you should.
I
Back
think,
up.
like I said, I think you're gonna kill me in one turn, and because none of them hit, and it decided to go for me, and I didn't have the mirror out. That's really unfortunate. There's nothing I can do.
So you're not going to use the inspiration dice here then?
I mean, even if I rolled a 6 and got a 12, I'm pretty sure that's not gonna pass any DCs.
So you're
Probably
you're
not.
paralyzed. Let's see. Do you get to do the check again? I know it's on the Chul's turn, so you're just paralyzed on this turn. Brugar. This thing
Alright.
has Philippe grappled in its tentacles now.
Alright, asshole. Get ready to get rocked.
Philippe.
It is too bad that I'm not flanking with him anymore.
Maybe I can fix that. I don't know.
You could move over and flank with Aelios, but
If you want to do the attack of
if you want to go to the
opportunity.
attack opportunity, yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's the
has
only
both
problem.
claws free again now too because it transferred
Oh.
Philippe over to its tentacle beard. So it's holding him. It's holding Philippe in its tentacle beard right now.
Ew.
I'm gonna 5-foot step.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to trip it.
Ooh.
My patented trip.
Okay, before you make that decision, keep in mind that it has
4 legs.
It has 4 legs.
Yes, it has 4 legs. 4 legs and two claws.
Oh yeah, that'd probably be
All right, well,
hard.
go big or go home.
Okay.
We're going home. In body bags.
Take this.
Nah.
Ooh, it's a pretty good roll, but it's not good enough to trip it.
All right, that's my turn.
You don't have another attack?
Oh right, the trip is just a whatchamacallit. Just an attack. So I could just try to hit it. And yeah, I'll try to just hit it. I'll take
So
a
yeah,
5
that'll be
down
like a
here.
lower 2 hit because it's your second iterative, but
Yeah. Then I might just hit it for some damage.
nope, it doesn't hit its AC.
Okay, that's my turn.
Yeah, this thing's pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is.
Amber.
Looks
Amber,
like
what do
that
you do?
character I was talking about is going to happen sooner than I thought.
Might.
Well, I'm sorry, Tiki. But I'm pulling out my damage spell.
Why are you so...
Haste. It's gonna hit everybody
You don't
but
like
you.
damage spells.
Oh, I don't care about haste. I can't use it.
So everybody except for Tiki is now hasted. And then I'm gonna move up here.
What does haste do? For those of us who don't.
Lots of stuff. +1 to attack, +1 to AC. An
Double
additional...
move speed up to 30, I think.
Yeah, double move speed up to 30, and an additional hit at your highest BAB.
Yep.
An additional attack at your highest BAB during full round action. Or full
So
round attack action.
that extra move speed, that's just land speed?
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
no.
Okay.
Actually, no, I think it applies to other forms
No.
of movement as
It
well.
should
So
apply
when
to
you're
everything.
swimming,
It
you're
is
on
other
land right
forms
now,
of...
though. When you guys got above this blue line, you're
I
on
should say I
land,
could just like
so
peace out if I ever got
Okay.
out of this paralysis.
possibly.
So I'm back here.
Of course, you would. Yeah, you.
As
you
long
probably
as you
could.
full
You have,
withdraw.
you have a swim speeder now too. You'd have to do a full withdrawal probably. Otherwise,
Right.
this thing would get an attack opportunity and probably grab you again, especially with an AC of 18.
Yeah.
Well, if I can even
Oh.
get out of the current grab.
Haste is already on my sheet.
And I have an AC of 19 now, for the record.
Not right now, because you're paralyzed.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, otherwise I would.
Yeah. While you're paralyzed, you lose your dex bonus.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's your turn then. Tiki, what do you do?
I'm gonna come around the corner. I guess I'm gonna probably have to do a swim check because we're in combat. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're fine.
Those are my haste. Oh, and the haste will end
Let's
at
see,
the
you have dark
end
vision like 30 feet,
of
so you'll
round
be able to see
7.
it.
Is there a penalty of casting in water?
Let's see. You have the air bubble, so I think you're
Yes,
fine.
sure. Right. I'm not
Normally it
blurb-blurbing.
would if you're like having to talk underwater, unless you're like an aquatic creature.
And I
but
don't
since you
need
have the air bubble, I think you're fine.
materials, so I'm good on that. Okay.
Now you do have penalties if you try to do a ranged touch attack or something like that at it, but
I am going to cast a spell to forbid action,
okay.
and I'm
I
going
think
to.
does it need to hear you for that though?
Oh, language dependent.
Yeah, so it needs to be able to hear you for that. So that one probably won't work while you're underwater.
Can I stick my head above water, or is this tunnel completely consumed with water?
I guess you know what? I'll say you probably can get like you can't. Yeah, you probably can stick your head just right above water. I'll say that's.
I'll probably do that. I'll probably just float my
once you
head
get around,
above water.
like once you get around this corner, it's probably completely submerged like down here. But once you get to this corner, you probably could do that.
Yeah, I'll get a little
Stick
bit
your head just
closer
above
just
water.
because. Right about there.
Okay.
And I'm going to forbid it to attack. So whoa, that's going to be a
It's a will
DC
save, right?
16. Will save negates, yes.
It fails.
And yeah,
16
so
hit,
Haha.
right?
I will say, you will not harm my friends.
Okay. And that's your turn then. So
Yes.
Helios, round 2.
So would taking a 5-foot step cause that to be flanking or no?
No, it
No.
wouldn't, unfortunately.
Okay.
If
So
you
I'm just
wait
going
till
to-
Brugar's turn and he 5-foot steps, then it would be a flank.
I'm not going to wait till Brugar's turn.
Okay.
I want to do a full attack action.
And you get an extra attack from
should get-
haste.
You should
I've
get
got
like
a
4 attacks or
blender of
something
attacks
based.
to do.
Yeah.
So that last one was my offhand attack.
Okay, so your offhand attack is a chance for critical though.
Damn.
And then I
That's
have
not
one more
confirmed.
attack for my main hand.
Okay. Okay, you
That's a
get
lot of
3
attacks.
hits, but no crit.
Do you
Okay.
have improved weapon fight?
I do.
Oh, that's why you
I
get so many
haven't. I
attacks.
have
Nice.
2-weapon fighting, but I just hit the break point to get 2 on my main
Yeah,
hand.
Idiot.
he doesn't have improved weapon fighting yet. He just has 3 attacks because
Oh.
of, and then he has the next one from haste is what's going on
It's
there.
yeah, it's 4 attacks total.
So he gets
So
3
the
that
He
are
must
20
have
highest.
doesn't
21
hit?
AC then. This
22
monster.
is all hit. The 19 does not confirm. The 20 doesn't hit either. So you hit with 3 attacks.
Okay, so I get 2 on my main hand, 1 on my offhand.
Yep.
Okay. D6 plus 10.
And actually, hold on a second. Hold on a second. You might actually have hit because it's grappling someone and it has. That means. It
I
has
was wondering
Oh,
if the
boy.
grapple counts if he's grappling like with his tentacle or whatever. Does he still lose the dex?
I think he does actually. So.
So
Actually,
that would be nice.
That 19
Actually,
confirms?
see, the 19 does not confirm, but the 20 hits. So you actually hit with all 4
Okay.
attacks.
So, do you care if I just combine all these?
No, it has no DR. So yeah, if you just want to
Okay.
roll it all as one monstrous damage roll, go for it. I think that'll be fun. Okay, it takes a considerable amount of damage, but is still standing.
So now I have a question about.
But it definitely
its
looks like
turn.
you heard it. Uh-huh.
Like, because it can't attack, and grappling is attack, what about maintaining a grapple?
I'm gonna rule it as that he can't maintain the grapple.
Okay, that I think that's fair.
So yeah, on its turn, it actually drops Philippe and angrily kind of like thrashes around. And still starts yelling,
Is it
like
just
yells
for that
a threat.
round?
In
Yeah, it's just
common,
one
he yells,
round.
he's yelling, "I'm gonna kill you all." And he seems
Uh-oh.
very angry, but he drops Philippe. Philippe gets to make another fortitude save.
I look amused.
So let's
Okay,
see
now
your
I have my
fortitude save.
D6. Inspiration die, so 17.
You're still paralyzed. But you're on the ground, you're not in his tentacles.
Did it
so
try
you
to
don't take any
intimidate
damage.
us with that threat?
So I just can't do anything then,
sure,
Pluto?
Actually.
I mean-
You're not gonna be able to do anything. Yeah, let's see. I'm not on this page anymore. What is his intimidate? I don't think he's actually got any like ranks in it, so I mean,
Oh.
it's probably not gonna be all that intimidating. In fact, I'm not even gonna bother rolling it. So he's just yelling. He's not actually doing intimidate as per the ability, but he is gonna 5-foot step over this way. And Philippe, you're paralyzed. Brugar, it's your turn now.
I'm gonna take another
This thing
5-foot
looks pretty
step over
badly
here,
damaged from Alias.
and I'm gonna lay into him. Just because you got 4 legs doesn't mean I'm not gonna trip you. I'm gonna I'm gonna try and trip. And I've got haste, right? So it's a +1 to attack.
Yep, haste is a
Yep.
+1 to attack. And you get an extra
Alright.
attack as well.
Alright, now we're cooking with fire. Let me just make a little haste buff for myself. I should have done that. Haste. It's, let's see, it's AC 1. It's CMD 2, right?
Hmm.
I don't know if it affects your CMD. I think so.
No.
Maybe.
It's
No,
a
maybe
dodge
not. I know it
bonus,
affects your
right?
AC.
No,
It affects your
AC.
AC,
Not your
It
C.
affects your reflex save.
but not your CMD. Okay. So yeah, no effect on your
Okay,
CMD.
and reflex saves?
Wait,
Yeah.
haste?
Reflex save.
Why wouldn't it affect your CMB?
No,
it does
D.
affect your
CMD.
CMB. Your CMD.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't affect your CMD.
Yeah,
I don't
nothing
think
in
it
the
affects
formula
that.
for CMD would be hasteable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so enabled. I am going to, yeah, I'm going to try and trip him
Okay, so your
with
first
my
attack
first
is a
attack.
trip. That does it. He's now tripped. Do I have a tripped icon? We'll do that one. Looks like legs are tangled up. Actually, those are Z's, aren't they?
Or lightning bolts. There's one where somebody's bent over.
Yeah, I think this one will be used
Then here
before.
comes my attacks.
It's tripped. Okay. So your normal. These are just normal attacks.
Does normal cold iron warhammer attack.
Okay.
Here come 2.
Those both hit. And so he takes 20 damage. How is he looking?
Brugar
still
responds
standing.
to him, and I'm gonna eat you, lobster legs, with some butter.
Ooh, spicy.
Alright. Amber's turn.
I'm going to quote unquote cut off this guy's retreat path. I'm gonna create a illusory wall of stone behind Tiki.
Okay.
Oh my god, I can't escape.
So a wall. You guys see a wall form up. Does that, and that doesn't break your invisibility, does it?
No, because it's not cast on him.
Yep. So yeah, he just. You guys all notice the walls seem to be like closing in behind Tiki. Big wall of stone shoots out from the side,
What the hell?
blocking off the exit.
That'll probably like just make her jump a little bit.
Yeah, probably. You're right next to it, so you could like
Yeah.
touch it and get a will save versus.
I'm just like, ah, wall, you know, and I can't see Amber, so I don't know.
Right. Do you do anything else like with your move action, or just cast that spell?
I'll just cast that spell.
Okay. Tiki, what do you do? Do you touch
shit.
that wall? See if it's
Mm.
real?
No.
'Cause you're right next to it.
Why
You can
would
do
I?
that for free if you'd like.
Okay, I touched the wall.
If you just if you want, you can do a will save to see if you realize it's a fake wall.
Okay, sure. And
Looks like you think it's real.
it's a pretty real wall.
What'd you roll? A 1?
Did I?
A 4. Okay.
Oh.
Apparently rolled a 4.
It's a DC 17.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't gamble that it's gonna keep working. Philippe's pretty hurt.
Yeah, Philippe's paralyzed. He hasn't moved since he got dropped.
That's fine, he can stay
Just
there
sitting
then,
there.
I think.
He's like Stephen Hawking on the ground without his chair.
Oh.
Yeah.
Worse than that, because he can't even move his fingers.
This thing has eyes, right?
It
Yeah.
sure does.
Okay,
His little beady red eye.
I'm gonna take a bigger chance with glitter dust and try to cast glitter dust on. Oh, am I gonna hit my allies?
We're
Can
kinda
you do
close.
that? Yeah, it's kind of a.
You can make me
Yeah, it's
glittery.
not really-
It's a 10-foot radius spread.
Yeah.
Don't
it's gonna
worry,
be
my
really
4
hard to-
will save should protect me.
I'm
The
just
problem
gonna.
is you need to be able to see where you're doing it from. So you have. I mean, you might be able to do it if you like move up here, I guess. And maybe you can cast it like on the corner.
I
of
do
the
get a
wall
+2
there.
versus spells. That's not fantastic though.
I might. I don't.
She had it originate
You
in
could
this
always
corner.
just
She
heal
could.
me.
Right.
Yeah, but that's like
So
behind
she
a
needs to be
wall.
able- She needs to be able to. She'd have to move up so she can.
You can tell it not to
Right,
do
right,
stuff
I
again.
understand.
That's pretty awesome.
If I move up there, I'd have to concentrate though, because it's not.
No, you don't.
Uh,
It doesn't have reach.
what? Not even with
Yeah,
its
it's
tentacles?
like. Nope. It's like the cat's like Diana. It only has a 5-foot reach.
Yeah, but those tentacles look like they would. Oh well. Okay. Well
Nope,
then.
he actually can't even attack with the tentacles directly. He has to pull things to his tentacles with his claws.
Oh, okay. Then if I would have observed that by this point, then yeah, I think I want to take that chance because the glitter dust is gonna last longer than a single round.
Okay, so it gets a will save, right?
Yes, will save 17.
It passes. But you guys can see it now. It's fabulous.
Oh
He's
darn.
fabulous and he can't disappear.
You can't. And yeah, he has like a -20 to his stealth checks. Which he failed his stealth check that he tried doing earlier anyway because he's
Oh,
dumb
wow.
and doesn't know him. Well, he's not really dumb, but he doesn't know Philippe, and that Philippe had 40 perception. Actually, Brugar saw him too. He rolled really low. But
So just like poof, this glitter and it's all sparkly now.
yep,
Oh, and you didn't hit me.
Um,
That's good.
Nope.
yep. She
Maybe just a
casted it
little in
into
your
that corner,
beard.
basically.
You know, just a little.
Oh, no,
like
it'll
you
never
see
come out.
The glitter comes,
Right.
like right at the edge of you. Maybe dusts the edge of your beard or something. All right, Alias's turn.
Alright.
Last
I'm gonna
turn
take
before
a-
he gets to go again. It's tripped now,
prone.
too,
Yeah.
so yep, he's prone.
5-foot step and do the full blender attack.
Ooh, you have a chance for critical.
Okay. Doesn't confirm.
Nope, does not confirm.
And then
Oh, you went to
20
pro.
plus
Not good enough.
6.
That
29,
means you
31,
have-
23 hits, yeah.
Yep, so you have 3 hits.
Does he have scimitars?
Yeah.
He has another
So
chance
actually
for crit.
18's
Oh, you're
18's got a
right.
chance for critical as well. But that doesn't confirm, unfortunately. Even being prone, it has an AC of 18.
28.
Okay, but the
He
good
does do
news
the
is
dam-
that's enough to kill it. That's enough to kill it.
Oh, thank God.
That wasn't so bad.
Yeah, it
You're
almost
telling
killed
me.
Philippe, but after that, you guys actually shut it down. Actually,
Am
you guys
I
are
still
really
paralyzed?
fortunate too because you're paralyzed for. I mean, you basically can make a fortitude save every round on its turn, and you have to you give 4 tries to pass it. And
Yeah, he's
eventually
good on
wears
the
off
floor
after
there.
6 Yeah, after 6 rounds, it wears off anyway.
I passed it, I think.
6 rounds is like 36 seconds.
Right
isn't
when it ran off.
Right.
Yeah, it's a
Now,
pretty good amount of
granted,
time in
it
combat.
would. That's only once you get out of it. As long as you're in the in its tentacles, the duration reapplies, like it restarts. So.
I just want
and
to
you
point out
take-
my 2 natural ones in those rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine
And
on
you
the
take,
floor. You're like,
You also take
It's a good
normally when
place
it
for
holds you in the
Philippe.
tentacles, you take damage automatically at every round. Like each round you're in its tentacles, you take damage. But fortunately, it dropped you because of Tiki's forbid.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
him
Yeah, the
failing
forbid is
that
really
save
good. Otherwise-
was good for us.
Yeah, if I had ruled that he was able to maintain grapples, then you would have probably been in trouble because it would just sat
Yeah, I'm
there
not
and held
sure
on
how
you.
to handle that though. Well, he wouldn't be able to attack with it. He would just be holding him. That's it.
But the way that it's worded, just being held in the tentacles causes damage. So
Well,
They're probably
could've been
like
worse. That is part of
whatchamacallit.
yeah, that is part of why I was like, I think he would drop because just holding him is basically an attack. And I mean, technically speaking, maintaining a grapple is an attack roll anyway. So I don't know. That's how I ruled it.
Well, it does require CMB, which is an attack.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It requires an attack roll to maintain a grapple, so since you forbid it from attacking, I was like, okay, well, I figure it can't maintain a grapple then. So it has to drop its grapple.
I'll detect magic. Is there anything magical in this layer?
There are a couple of magic auras in here. You would detect
Oh.
three magic auras.
Okay.
And when you focus in, you'll notice one of them's on a bottle.
I'm gonna heal Philippe.
I
One
helped
of
the
them is-
little delicate
Oh, thank
investigator up.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
edit it. Hold on, let me make it.
One of them is actually on the helmet of one of the heads that you can see it tore off and has like
Okay.
mounted over on the wall. Like there's a helmet on it, and you detect that the helmet itself is magical. And then kind of off in the corner, you also detect magic on a sword. It's a short sword.
I'll
S-
go
small short sword.
investigate these. I'll
Like a half-level
spellcraft
short sword.
them.
You did good there, lad. Except next time you go on the front lines, you try to stand up instead of falling down.
Okay, there we go. Now I got it.
I am going to
I'll heal you twice.
pick these items up. I'm going to cast Identify. So I will have a +10 to spellcraft each of these.
So 13 and
Look at all that
15 Zerdurium.
Yep, I'm nearly back to full, fighting
Okay.
power.
Burger, did you take a bunch of damage?
I did. Can you not see
So
my
those
HP bar?
are 28, 28, and 30.
Okay, because of
Even with
identify.
1,
Yeah,
1,
yeah.
and 3.
Yes.
I'm at
you
56 out
normally-
of 72.
It's good that you cast it then, because you probably would have failed otherwise. But you do manage to identify all these items.
Yeah, one
Okay,
heal
so
should be
11
fine
health.
then.
That's looking very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I thank you, Tiki.
The helmet, you realize, is actually a helm of comprehend languages and read magic,
Ooh.
which is pretty useful. What it does is basically it gives you the ability to understand the spoken words of any creature or read the text of any language and any magical writing.
Yeah.
So very useful for someone that
That's pretty
spends
nice.
a lot of time in a library, actually.
Perhaps
how
she will
goofy
put
is the
this
helm?
on.
How goofy is the helm? That's the
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, how goofy.
It's actually like a pair of
it
glasses
looks
with
kinda
like
like
the
a
fake
skull
mustache.
cap. No, it looks like a skull cap, and it's got like
It's like a
etchings
paper
of-
mache horse
It's
head.
got etching of like a bunch of eyeballs and stuff on it. So
It's
Paper
kind of
mache
creepy,
horse
is what you're
head.
getting at.
yeah,
Wow.
kind of. Like you think that the idea of it's supposed to be like arcane eyes, kind of. And you can't really tell much about the guy that the helmet was on like a skull, but it looks like the skull like it had been there for a while, so you couldn't really make out a whole lot.
I'll actually
about
press
it.
to digitate it first, and then I'll put it on.
Okay.
And I'll tell
Um,
the rest of the party what it does, and that it'll help the next time I go into a library.
Okay. One of them is a bottle. It's not a clear bottle or like a potion bottle, but it looks like a clay bottle maybe or something. and it's got like it's got a bunch of swirls and stuff on it, and it's a brown color. And at first you think like it looks kind of like it might be something like in a fruity bottle perhaps, but you realize that it's actually something much more mundane, and that it's just a ever smoking bottle. If you open it, it will create a large cloud of smoke. So it's kind of like the foghorn, but a little bit better.
Oh my
'Cause
god.
It creates a cloud of smoke, and
Yeah.
it'll spread out to like 100-foot radius if you leave it open long enough.
That's
And you
kind
know
of
that
useful.
you can only close it if you know the command word, which you with that spellcraft you're able to figure out what the command word is.
What is it?
Yeah, with my one spellcraft.
Some goofy magic word is what it is. And then the last one is just a simple +1 short sword
For a small person.
for a small. Yeah, so Kiki could use it if she had martial weapon training, but you'll probably just sell that thing.
What
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you
unfortunate
sell the
small
ever
thing
smoking
had to
bottle
die
as
down
well.
here?
We can sell the
Who
helmet
knows?
too.
I suppose I'll also look around for other valuables.
Yes,
I
I
look at the
look
people
around
who
for
identified
loot.
this thing before, and I ask them, "You think, I was kind of joking around back there, but do you think we can eat this thing?" It kind of looks like a lobster.
Do I know about that with my previous knowledge roll?
Was this nature?
You know that
Is this
its
thing
meat
natural?
is highly poisonous, and that it's not a good idea to eat it.
I'll tell
But
Brugar
it's
that.
immune to poison. Oh, it's immune to poison because it
That's
is
why
poison.
it's immune to poison.
Yes.
I see.
Hmm.
It doesn't have any sort of like venom or anything like that in its attacks, other than the paralysis in the tentacles.
Unless you bite it.
But if you tried to eat it, you probably would get very sick.
Well, I mean, unless prepared
Uh,
correctly, right? Chefs can do that to poison a fish. Yeah, I'm sure they can do it for this.
Yeah, a highly skilled chef may be able to, but you're not really
Craft
sure.
chef.
It's unexplored.
Professional chef.
It's an unexplored delicacy, I guess. Perhaps if
I
you
need to
found
put points in craft cooking.
I found my new
perhaps
career.
Amber and Philippe maybe would perhaps speculate that if you found an adventurous enough chef, somebody might decide to like try to cook it.
What about an adventurous enough dude to eat it, taste test it?
I would.
We
do
have that.
Yeah, you already have that.
Oh!
Rugar's willing to try.
We
it.
have that. Okay. Noted.
So, based on my previous knowledge check, do I know if any part of the creature is valuable? And also, I think Amber and I are both looking around for other non-magical loot in the cave.
Brugar tries to
Um,
rip one of its like claw pincers off.
Oh god,
Okay.
pee time.
If you put enough effort into it, you probably can.
Yay. I rip it off eventually. And
So
I
I'm
tell
adding
them,
this
"To
Helm of
show as
Comprehend
proof."
Languages and Read Magic to my inventory,
And a
okay?
trophy.
Yeah,
And you know that's worth about 5,200 gold. The same thing with the
Okay.
bottle is worth about the same amount. I believe that's worth.
what?
The bottle, yeah, every smoking bottle is worth 5,400 gold.
What?
Yeah,
All
it's
it does is
valuable.
smoke.
It's very.
How's that
useful.
valuable?
So swords are.
What does it do?
Because it creates cover,
Super
basically.
weapon, right?
Cover is
Swords? No,
actually
swords
a
are,
really useful tool
Short sword is a martial
if you
weapon.
know how to
Okay.
use it.
Oh, and then I can't use it. Okay.
Like, if you need to
Like it-
retreat, or if, like, Tiki's command word hadn't worked, we could have just opened that bottle over you. Well, as long as it didn't.
If it
I
has
would have been
grapple,
grappled
it wouldn't matter,
still.
but
If you weren't grappled, we could have opened the bottle over
if
you.
you
and-
open it, it opens up and immediately spreads out into a 50-foot spread in one round.
Oh.
And then spreads out another 10 feet until it covers a 100-foot
Okay.
radius. And it's basically just a big smoke-filled area that you can't see through. Like, you can only see like 5 feet in front of you, and
And you
even
remember
20-foot
those
concealment.
archers that we had to face? The
Yes,
not
yes,
gnomes.
okay.
Yeah, if you threw down a 100-foot wide thing of smoke, they wouldn't be able to even shoot into the cloud. Granted, you wouldn't be able to see
Okay.
them either, but I mean, if you know,
The point is we should sell it.
yeah, maybe.
If you think that's the best idea, I mean, it's a useful tool.
Yeah, this one's a little better than the foghorn, which did something similar but was a much weaker way to going about
It
it.
was only
'cause it
like
created
a
much
5-foot
smaller-
cloud instead of a
Yeah,
50-foot
it was like a 10
cloud.
foot, I think, but yeah, it was.
Yeah,
tiny
you're right. It's
cloud.
10 foot.
You could make like a really big one if you just sat there and like blew it for like
Blew
a minute
into it
straight,
over
but,
and over.
Yeah, this one immediately makes a 50-foot like in one round. That's what's so good about it.
Yep. Okay.
Are you low key just trying to play off the vape nation
What?
with this campaign theme?
No, this is actually a random item generator in this case.
How convenient. First the fog horn and now this.
This particular one was randomly generated.
Next
I
is gonna
think
be
the helm was not randomly generated.
yeah.
It might have been.
It might have been, but hey, it's useful. That doesn't give me
Next
any
is
arcane
gonna be
spell
a
failure, right?
headband of create a cloud
Nope.
above your head. So is this wall thing behind us still here? Is there anything else good in this chamber?
Nope, just lots of like, he has a collection of various different humanoid heads. Most of them are humans. There's a couple that are like relatively fresh, but there's probably about
too
7
interested.
different heads in here. Like they all look like they're all humanoids. The 3 like freshest ones you can tell definitely are humans, actually. And you think that they've only been there probably for like a few days or whatnot. So it looks like it was like really active recently, but the other ones look like they're a little bit older, like he might have not been hunting for a while.
I don't see any reason to stay here.
Yeah, I
Shall
say
we
we go report back.
All right. Yep. I got proof of our victory. He waves. a
Quick
bit of
question,
claw
can you
around.
concentrate on 2 spells at once?
No.
I don't believe so.
That's why you
It
have
needs a
meta
concentration
magic
to maintain.
to quicken the spells, because you're then concentrating secondary. Twice, I guess.
Well, he's talking about like for a spell that you maintain by concentrating, I think.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, you can't concentrate and then cast
you
another
can't.
spell. So you can't detect magic constantly while then casting a
Well,
spell.
Wait, you
Spells.
can't concentrate and cast another spell?
That is correct. Unless it's the same spell.
Okay.
Now there are some spells that like you only need concentration to do something specific, like if it's using a concentration to move something around. Like that's a little different though. But
That's
like you
true.
can't like if it only needs a move action of concentration, you can do that and then use another concentrate on something else on the same round, but not as like one action, I guess. Or if it's something you need to do continuously though, it's different though. If it's like it lasts as long
Right,
as you
like
concentrate.
detecting magic, it's a continuous thing. So
Yeah,
you
that's
wouldn't
one of
be
those
able
ones as a
to-
continuous concentration. So
Yeah.
you couldn't concentrate on detect magic and then also concentrate to move a aqueous orb around it while you were using detect magic.
Okay.
That'd be cool, but maybe too strong.
I mean, that's what arcane sight's for.
It's like suddenly
you don't need to
casters can
concentrate for
full
that.
round because they can concentrate and cast a second spell.
Yeah, portion
I don't know.
concentration's usually a standard action.
Usually, yeah.
I
Or
thought it was
sometimes
a
it's
move action.
It's a standard action unless certain spells say that you can maintain it as a move, like we were just saying Icarus
Like a
Orb
flaming
or Flame Orb.
sphere. It's a standard to start it, but it's a move to move it around. But it doesn't require concentration.
It specifically
really.
says in this spell that, yeah, it just takes the move to concentrate on moving. It's not technically a concentration check, because once it's out, you can't interrupt the spell, but yeah.
Okay, so we go back. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if is the duration long enough that you don't need to recast it, or do you guys have to like for their life bubbles and whatnot?
I think we
no,
can
I
hold our
have to
breath.
recast it.
Can we hold our breath that far?
Maybe.
Can we?
Let's
Like
see.
it's only gonna be
I
like.
can.
Yeah, it was pretty short. I say we save him. And
You can
I say to someone else, I'll
only
race you
move
there.
5 feet per, or up to 10 feet per round if you don't have the scroll. on
Right.
you.
That's what I gotta. Let's see here though.
So-
And that's if
still
you
easy. I can
succeed
hold
at
him.
your swim checks.
Yeah, but this is like a DC 5. I can hold my breath up to 36 rounds.
Yeah, but
like-
if you're
What's
doing
the
that's
funny-
if you're
12.
just sitting underwater. If you're actually swimming around, it's just your concentrate. It's like half of that.
Oh, it's
So
18
it's like
rounds?
12.
I could get through here, right?
rounds. Wait, it's like
think
12
you probably
rounds.
could.
Did I miscount?
It's
One.
based on your. Well, we were talking about how long you can hold his breath. I wasn't talking about how if it's like about 12
It's your
rounds. That's assuming you
it's
don't
your
fail a swim check,
constitution
but
score.
you can
11.
take 10 on it.
Yeah.
So as
Can
long as
you?
you have a constitution.
How do you know how long you can? hold
Because
your-
we have a chance of failure, as in, like, we could sink farther, or not go anywhere.
It's low pressure enough though that you can do it.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. As long as there's no combat. Once there's combat, it
How do I
becomes
know how
stressful, then you
long
can't
I can
take a
hold
10.
my breath?
It's basically your constitution score.
Okay,
If
so
you're
I can
swimming,
barely
and you
make
can do it for twice your constitution
Okay.
score if you're just sitting underwater and not moving.
I can totally
Okay,
make it.
I'm
gonna
gonna
swim and hold my own
Make it.
breath.
Yeah.
Constitution
Alright, I'm gonna
score
race you.
in squares?
No, like per 2 squares basically.
In
'cause
rounds.
You're double
You can move.
moving.
You can move
Oh.
2 squares without like the spell swim. And that's assuming you have high enough. That's assuming you don't have a negative swim score, basically.
Yeah, I'm taking 10.
No, I don't.
Like, as long as you have a positive swim score, you should be able to actually swim there without using the help of magic. As long as you don't get attacked swimming through, which
I'm
you
just
don't.
gonna use the scrolls to get back, because...
Just because you want to be safe. That's fair.
Don't
probably,
use
like,
mine
what
on
I-
me. Hold on to mine, because I just swam.
Plus, I have... Yeah. I have other scrolls and stuff that I don't want to get wet.
So yeah. Dwarf's still waiting there, Korgoli. So he notices you guys emerge, and he's like, did you kill it?
Oh wait, hold on. I emerge like holding like the claw thing up like above my head
Okay.
slowly.
Oh my god.
Like it's a trophy or something like that.
You're gonna scare him away.
No, he's
He's still-
trying to scare him.
And I wave it around and I blow bubbles in the water as it comes up. And then I emerge with like a big yell.
He probably nervously is like looking over because I think everyone else like went before you, like a few people went before you, so he's already seen some of them come back. 'Cause he's kind of nervously looking over the rest of the party because nobody told him that he
I'm
killed
probably
yet.
the first one back, because I swim faster than all of them with the scrolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, don't ruin this. I kick you in
I
the
already did.
shin while I was...
Oh, combat while you're swimming. Okay, you can't take 10.
So he definitely seems kind of nervous. He's like, okay, well, I'm glad you guys were able to kill it.
It put up quite a fight, it did.
Nah, it hardly touched us. Look at us. We're in great shape. Hardly hurt at all.
I'm glad
like
you
my
are,
clothes are clearly like torn and ragged, but like my wounds seem like not
Yeah,
that
I
bad.
give
I'm
I
glad
give the
Votek
investigator.
managed to
What the hell
find
is your name?
who?
Philippe.
Who,
I
me,
give
Philippe?
Philippe a good sportsmanly like punch on the shoulder, and I say, "Ha! That's the way to talk."
Well, I'm glad Votek managed to find a group of people as formidable as you. I don't know what he offered for your assistance here, but I'm almost positive it is for whatever it is. It's worth it. It was worth it.
How big is this claw? Like, is it really damn big?
Well, it was a
Let's
large-sized
see
creature,
here.
so maybe.
Could I wear it like a gauntlet?
Oh.
I mean, a chul.
'Cause
Okay,
he's
so a
getting
chul
ideas.
is 8 feet tall and weighs 650 pounds.
Go have a craftsman make
So
you
the
a
claws-
professional gauntlet.
That's the full size
Yeah,
of it.
Tiki,
So
that's what
the claw is probably a pretty good size.
What if we could make it a magic claw? Like,
Let's look
smith
at,
it
let's
into
make
magical
this,
armor.
make this bigger here.
It could give me like a grapple attack.
Like the claw, it's probably pretty good size. This thing's probably
It's
like
pretty big.
it's probably
It
at
is
least
pretty
20
big.
pounds. So yeah, he says, "Well, I guess we should be on the way then."
Mm-hmm. I heft the thing over my shoulder again, and I walk out with swag.
Okay.
With a swagger.
Now to the task at hand. The real task at hand.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we
Oh, maybe.
return to Vote.
Yeah, he leads you back through back the way you came. You come out in that guy's basement again. And, comes back out through you find yourself back out in the streets of the Widdershins. And, when he gets out there, he asks, you want me to, lead you guys back out, to the edge of the Widdershins here? Or do you have somewhere else you want to be in here?
Sure. Back out. Just gonna head back to Vote.
Okay. So he guides you back over, kind of probably towards Hospice, actually, probably close to where you guys initially came in and had the run-in with that other guard.
I show him the big old fucking
Yeah, he's probably there.
Oh my god.
And he's like eyeing you, but he doesn't actually say anything to you guys because he sees you're with the Dusk Warden, so he just kind of, he's like trying to avoid making eye contact. Because now it's just
I
gonna be
wave it
awkward.
around, like, and make lobster monster noises.
Okay.
Oh man.
And yeah, there's probably some people like within the Widdershins who are definitely like
What is this riffraff?
people looking like doing double takes and stuff as they're like walking around, they seen this fucking dwarf walking around with a gigantic lobster claw and waving it around. Like, what the hell?
Should I be on the
Mhm.
Kaer Maga map right now?
Yeah, I'll play back to Kaer Maga. That's probably a good idea. Kaer Maga. I guess your health is not updated on here, though. You remember what your health was at?
My health?
No, Philippe. Philippe's the only one that actually took damage in that last fight. Oh no, you
No,
took some damage.
Rugar
too.
took
No.
damage
No,
from the
other
I
person
did.
who got
Yeah.
damage.
If you guys remember what your health
let me
was, otherwise
see.
I can copy paste your other token over here instead, I guess.
You can do that. I would also suggest hitting the little like button in my token that says HP, so that it updates. I think I was like 7 HP down because
Wait,
I'm
where's that button
72 hit points.
If you edit the
Oh, it says
token-
actually. No, I think on. Let's see, edit.
No, you were lower HP down. You were like.
Was it 60 what?
He got
11.
healed for 11.
Yeah, healed you for
Oh, he got
11.
healed for 11.
Yeah.
You got healed for 11.
Oh, then I don't know what
I
you're
took
down.
17 point. I'm at 6. I'm 6 down. That's
You
what it
said
is.
you were like
So,
56
I should be at-
or something of 70, whatever you said. I think that was.
I
the
think I'm at
number
66
I
heard.
HP
love
right
being
I
a
don't know if I'm breaking
medium
your token.
con, low
I don't know if that broke your
like
token or
low
not.
rolling hit dice things. I'm at 44 of 44 HP. Woohoo!
Yeah, you stay back. I'm the guy who takes the hits. I got 72 HP.
I did stay back.
Okay,
Well, I mean,
I
you're
see what
safe,
happened.
though.
I turned it on to HP, but it didn't automatically update it. Okay. So if I just go in there and edit and select your token to 67, that's what your health was at, then that should fix it, right? Or if you do that.
67? Yeah.
Yeah, you were at 67. Philippe, you were at 41 health.
Yeah, I have mine.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Good as new.
Okay, and nobody else took any damage, no? Or
No.
I took 11 damage.
That's
Nope, just
you
me
took
and
11
Philippe.
damage, okay.
oh
You're
yeah.
fine.
Alias
He
did
did,
as well. I had that's because it had combat reflexes and got to
reflexes.
attack as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
did swipe at Alias once.
At the end of the
Didn't
day,
grab you,
I'll do
fortunately.
like cure light wounds if we need them, so that when we rest, we'll be full.
Oh yeah,
But
this
for
thing
now,
could
you guys are
totally have
fine.
like 3 people grappled at once if it wanted. Like one in each claw
Yeah.
and one in its fucking tentacle beard. And just be sitting there with like the whole party grappled and yeah. That would have been fun.
Well, that's when
Or
I
for
would
me.
magic missile spam it to death.
Magic
Okay.
missile spam is always good.
So you guys are heading back towards the Freeman Academy then, yeah?
I
Uh,
believe so.
yeah, I mean, maybe I could go to, Biss? And go tell him that we're ready. I can make myself invisible.
That's true, and also they
They don't know me.
You weren't involved with the raid on the Foundry either. So they might not necessarily recognize you. They're less likely to, at least. So yeah, what do you guys want to do then?
Oh, we're gonna go back to the place
Back to
and
the
show the
Freeman Academy?
dude the...
I'll
Yeah.
go back to the Freeman Academy and stop by at the Canary House.
And pick up your stuff that you left there. Okay.
Pick up, yeah. And I'll give everybody their scrolls that they didn't use.
Alright, while you guys are doing that, can I get a perception from everybody?
Sure.
Of course.
And what
My
scrolls are they?
favorite.
It's a scroll of Touch of the Sea and a scroll of
And then I just need to
Air
roll.
Bubble.
Okay. I'm gonna
Caster
add it to
level
my,
one.
Just
my
dice
stuff.
roll.
He's just gonna
And
stuff the paper into his
You paid
backpack.
for those. Except for the ones that Alias didn't use, because, yeah.
Alias and Philippe
Yeah,
overhear
paid for
a
that.
conversation while they're at the Canary House, like waiting for Amber to pick up her stuff. They hear somebody talking about that there was a some sort of commotion at the Sorry Excuse Inn.
Oh. That's
Somebody
the one
came
that
in there and made
Buddy-
a right mess of the place.
We've never been at that inn, though, have we?
No, you haven't. You guys ended up opting to not go there, despite Smalls telling you to go there.
Yeah. That's what he thinks of. Oh, I hope Smalls wasn't involved.
He was telling you it was the best inn, that everybody knows it's the best inn. And that people come from all
Amber
around
and
the
Philippe
world.
were like, no, it's not.
Yeah, and they're like,
Yeah.
people come from all around the world just to come to the Sorry Excuse Inn. And then he thought about it, and he was like, well, okay, maybe they don't come just for the inn, but that's a big bonus. People are always happy to go there. So he was talking up this place, but you guys decided, it's named Sorry Excuse Inn. That doesn't sound like somewhere we want to go.
The fun is getting treated poorly. It's like dick.
Well, yeah, that's all that happens. That Amber comes back with her stuff.
Okay.
And then, as you guys are walking, I want another perception check.
Oh.
Better for me.
Goodbye, good dice. I probably won't see you again.
Uh, okay. You guys all see this, I think, except for... Actually, no, Amber and Brugar don't.
Oh, even with
Actually,
my
no,
good perception.
no, never mind. There's also distance. So, actually, only Philippe notices this. You notice that hawk again as you're walking down the hospice
Oh my god, I hate
towards the
you.
bottoms. You see it sitting on one of the, like, kind of perched up on one of the buildings in hospice. And, it appears to be watching you.
Okay.
You
It's
point
a
this out
hawk,
anywhere
right?
there.
Yes, I
That's a
pointed
hawk.
out to the party again. Or I don't know if I did before, but yeah.
It's not a crow with a creepy looking mask on.
But this is the hawk that
Nope.
was following us in the boat.
Yeah, it's been following us for a while.
The same hawk.
Yeah, and when you kind of point it out, it flies away.
Burger shrugs.
Oh, somebody's following us.
And
Don't bother me.
but you guys get to the Freeman Academy, and besides the hawk, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. And actually, by now, maybe the hawk is kind of not out of the ordinary either. To be honest, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
So really, nothing out of the ordinary.
Just another day in Kaer, Maga.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit keeps dying.
It-
Raids
The world
lately?
keeps spinning.
After we rescue Alias's brother, we should totally derail this campaign and go traveling around the cosmos in my tower.
No, I want to go under
Just
the
go into the
sea.
tower.
We should go on a bird slaying campaign and exterminate
go.
every bird species.
Exterminate all. Oh man, it'll be amazing. I'll have like a bunch of druids and shit that you gotta fight. The
Oh,
more
boy.
birds you kill, the higher level druids start showing up.
And they're all like controlling weather, so we can't like do anything except for get attacked by birds, cause you know weather.
Yeah, exactly.
High level druids with weather control can get fucking brutal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you mess up the
Yeah.
balance too much, you're gonna have an anthropomorphic dog dude show up. He's gonna wreck your shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Here's Nilak.
I mean, we already have sort of that going on, except they're just imitating anthropomorphic dog people. Although there is that what's it called? The hyena person.
The knoll.
The
Yeah,
knoll.
gnolls. Gnolls are coming after us, sort of, or at least causing havoc
Yeah.
in
probably.
Yeah, they're up to
places.
some. I did say I wanted to play a null, right? It's a fun
Yeah.
race.
Yeah, you mentioned something about that.
I understand them pretty well.
So, where are we going?
We make it
Hey, you
down
guys get
here.
back. Yep, you get back to the Freeman Academy. You actually see, you see Vodic actually, like, he's actually there, like, kind of training with some of the Freemen. Like, he's kind of giving them, like he's sparring with one of them and kind of giving him pointers. Like, with one of the more inexperienced ones, with, like, practice swords. Probably a
Brugar.
somewhat more familiar sight to, like, Brugar,
Yes.
because it maybe reminds him of his days at his academy. He's-
So
Yeah, he
sneak
kind
up-
of does like
up.
the academy.
Sneak up on him with that claw.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm totally down for that.
he doesn't seem like he notices you guys as you walk into the like courtyard of the academy, because he's focused on, you know, sparring with this guy and, you know,
It's
telling
funny
him, like,
because like
stuff like watch your footwork or whatever, you know, stereotypical sparring stuff.
like he enjoys his memories of the academy, but he also enjoys memories of his friend who was kind of like the prankster. And what he's doing right now is it reminds him exactly of what him and his friend like used to get in trouble for at the academy.
Yeah.
So yeah, he tries to like surprise the dude with the claw, and he makes his lobster monster sounds blah 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 blah.
Okay, let's see if you catch him off guard. Um, Probably his perception isn't very good. He's very focused on. So you gotta can tell, like, I guess if you, especially if you have sense motive, like he probably, like he seems to looks like he probably jumps a little bit, and he's like, oh, but he tries to like play it off, like, oh, it wasn't surprised, like, oh, I guess you got. It looks like you got it. Is that from the chul?
We did. And I get my teammates to come
Where
over
else
and
would we
take
have gotten a
part in that
giant
credit.
lobster claw?
He's like, yeah, he's playing that off because he's like, he's just saying things because he's still startled. He's trying to act like he wasn't startled.
Okay, okay.
And he's like looking. He's like looking over. He kind of like, wow. It's like, and that thing must have been massive.
Oh yeah, it was gigantic. It was like
Very.
four men.
I got to admit,
Big
I've
old
never
claws
actually.
and
It was
a
like
large
20
a
pieces.
beard full of tentacles.
Oh, I'm assuming
We
you
found
wouldn't
the
have this
creature
claw
in
if you
its
weren't
lair.
able to kill it. So
In its
Good
murky
job.
undersea cave. Our Philippe, desperate for glory, charged it. And I tried to distract it, but it went for the young lad. He fought bravely, but he went down. And he told me, Brugar, grabbing me by the scruff of me beard, avenge me!
he looks over at Philippe. He says, "I assume he got better."
Oh, yeah.
Tiki
he
nods
got
in
better.
agreement. Yeah. But she's like slightly confused on what's being said.
Well, you'll have to regale me on the full tale over some beers.
Yep,
Uh-oh.
I give him the place and time.
Oh god.
I'm just finishing up the last parts of the story.
All right. Here it says, and then we'll have to discuss about finding this Akai's hidden little hidey hole in the Undercity. I have some ideas of where it
Yes.
probably would be.
As were the deal.
And he said, like right now it's probably actually already like afternoon still. So he's like join me at the Commons tonight over some beers.
All right.
Have we been
Yeah,
there?
Yeah,
the
it's
Commons is
the
the
bar.
bar you guys went to when you first
Oh,
got
okay.
here.
That's like the bar. That's our bar.
The bar. That's
Yeah.
the bar.
Yeah, it's like your guys' bar basically.
It's apparently.
There's some other
we
bars.
Just waltzed into town
There's some
and we're
other
like,
bars
"This
in the
is
city, but
ours."
that's the one you guys go to.
Yeah. We're like a biker gang now. Park our bikes in front of it.
We're just very important people.
Yeah. It's like, oh, meantime, I'm gonna get back to schooling these freemen here, the freemen trainees.
Oh yeah, and anytime you need help, I'd be happy to offer.
Well, with how you handled this chul, we might have to take you up on that.
I smile with pride.
And then, yeah, he goes back to kind of helping train some of the other, like you start sparring with somebody else. What do you guys do for the rest of the day then? Like I said, it's still the afternoon.
All right.
guys have anything else you'd like to do for a couple hours before the commons?
Rest and relax.
Okay. I mean, that's fair enough if that's what you guys want to do. Just you don't have anything specific you guys want to do, then you can just be like,
Brugar doesn't, but he's happy to follow along.
help out with training the freemen as well.
You know what
Yeah.
Amber needs? Oh, she has one of
What
those.
does Amber
never mind.
need?
Books.
Amber's not sure what Amber needs.
Uh,
Some more magic items. Does anybody want a magic item to start being made?
I want a
Oh.
magic
You
item.
can make magic items.
I can make
Yeah,
magic
Amber has
items.
craft
You
wondrous
just-
items.
Can you
Open
turn
the
this
can of
claw into a
worms.
magic item?
I can turn it into a magic item, but I can't turn it into magic armor or weapons.
What can you make it do?
I don't know. What can I make this claw do? Probably a hand
Oh, I'm
slot
asking-
thing.
you might be able to make it a bracer of sorts.
Like you use the
I would totally wear it
shell
as a
or
Or
hat.
something on it.
gloves.
Or like a helmet.
Or like pauldrons.
Make
Yeah,
like the
like
stupidest.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a hat out of it that looks like really stupid, but it's like
Oh,
yeah,
a
I'm wearing
pauldron
a
would be
claw
cool.
on my
Like
head.
a single pauldron with
Yeah, there you go.
the claw part.
That'd be
Oh
bad.
yeah.
Takes the shoulder slot. or
Can you make it
something.
something that helps me bull rush people? Like, I'll wear it on my shoulder.
I don't know. Maybe. Can
We'll
I
get
do
to
that
work on
for it?
I don't know. Is there what specific item would you be trying to turn it into?
I'll find something.
I'm not sure.
There's
Something that helps
Gauntlet
in bull rush
of
people.
Skilled Maneuver Bull Rush 4K.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Caster level 3.
I can
Plus
do some
2 bonus to Bull Rush. Well, you get to choose.
Which feat does it need to make? Is it craft wondrous item, or does it need like craft arms and
Craft Wondrous item, and then Improved Bull Rush
Okay.
is the only requirements, other than the money, but...
I think you can offset the improved
Yeah,
bull
with
rush
it's
thing.
plus
It's just a
bulk.
little more. Yeah, it just makes it a harder check.
So if you have 2,000 gold pieces, I can make that for you.
Well, I don't have 2,000. I've got like 900 almost.
Yeah, we need
How
money.
about I?
We should sell the frickin' smoke bottle
Well,
Yeah,
and the short sword.
you can always ask the game master because the 2,000 is supposed to be the cost of materials, and part of your materials there. So there's a possibility that maybe
Yeah.
it would be costing less just because.
Offsets it a little bit.
Maybe.
Not really, because the the crab arm isn't really worth anything.
It's just decoration then. Gotcha.
Yeah, this is just that'd just be
It has
flavor
intrinsic
attached
value to me.
it. Yeah. Has role playing value.
There's pauldrons of the bull that gives you a +2 against bull rushes.
No,
By the way,
I think he
everybody
wants
gets,
2 bull rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody gets 800 experience for the defeating the Chul. As I just go ahead
Yay.
and put that out there right now, so I don't forget.
Okay.
So how much XP are we at after that?
16.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have too. 16,500.
Okay, so
Uh,
my XP is correct.
We're at 16,500.
Although I think there were a few sessions where we just
Okay,
didn't get
updated.
XP because too many people were gone. But I don't know if we should have gotten XP.
Do we get any story XP from that stuff?
Nope,
He
not
gave
yet.
us
That was
a
kind of more of a
tiny
side
bit.
quest.
You have to
Um,
go to the bar and have Bruger tell a story to get story XP.
Ah,
Huh.
I'm gonna level up these like fighters at the academy just by telling them stories.
We don't need this short sword, right?
What does it do?
I don't think so. It's
It's
just a
just
small
+1.
short sword +1.
Oh, +1.
Did we fight anything that needed to be dealt with the magic weapon?
Yeah.
Not recently? I don't think recently you have.
I mean, the golem things or whatever.
Well, they needed adamantine.
Yeah, they need more than
Okay.
just magic, but I don't know. Magic would have helped.
You needed like a +4 weapon if you wanted to use magic to overcome that.
Yeah.
And
So
I'm
then,
easy.
pretty sure none of you has a +4 weapon right now.
I'll try to go out and sell that.
Well, you're the one
Um.
person who can change that, Pluto. Just say.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
my level 16s don't even have +4 weapons.
I should totally just give
those
you
are
an
the-
item that's worth 32,000 gold pieces, no problem.
But we did get a +2 like broom.
You should.
Or we got a +4 broom.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, and you
Well,
guys have
I know,
stuff,
like,
but-
We have things in Rise of the Rune Lords that are equivalent to +4 weapons. They're not
Yeah.
actually +4 weapons, but
right.
like the Runeforge weapons are like a
Those are pretty
+2
valuable.
Runeforge weapon is equivalent to a +4 weapon, I believe, like in terms of its value.
A little bit more because it has these hidden attributes to it, situational attributes.
Yeah, but that broom cuts through like adamantine like butter.
Oh yeah, that broom's pretty good.
What?
They found a broom in Reign of Winter that's just
It's badass.
it's badass. It's good. It's good. Don't tell them about it because they might play the game someday.
That's
so.
what Hester wants.
Okay, so
You
yeah,
can tell me about it. I'm never gonna play the game.
You'd be able to sell that stuff either at the Tar Heel Promenade at like the magic shop there, or you'd probably be able to find a buyer at Down Market pretty easily too, the market district there.
Yeah. Yeah, I say I could use the short sword, but I really favor the hammer.
It's also a small short sword.
Be a good
Which means you could,
it'd be a good razor for shaving.
if you
You
shaved.
shave?
Well, yeah, I gotta shave me leg.
I'll sell it at the Tar Heel Promenade.
Okay. So you can get half value for both of those items.
You think dwarves don't shave? That's racist.
So
motherfucker.
I don't remember what the. Let me double check what the thing was worth for the weapon. Magic +1 short sword is worth. You'd be able to get about 1,000 gold plus a little extra, whatever the value of a short sword by
That's pretty
itself is.
A masterwork short sword.
So 1,150 something probably. I think 1,160 probably or something. Sounds about right to me.
Yeah.
And then the bottle you can sell for 2,000 and 2,700, I think. Yeah, 2,700. So that'd be a total of. Let's see here. What do those add up to be? 3,860 gold. You can divide up 4 ways. Wait, is it 4 ways or 5 ways? 5 ways. 4 ways. Okay, never mind. It's 4 ways. I was right the first time. I think.
No, it's 5 ways. There are 5 PCs.
Oh, you're right. No, I was. What the heck am I? What am I smoking? I don't know.
That's the
Oh,
problem.
that
You're
doesn't
not
work.
smoking.
I'm not
Start
smoking anything.
Yeah.
772.
You need some
Yeah.
creativity fumes.
I'm already typing on this.
772.
We'll hit enter.
Okay.
Instead of 5 of us, there's 10 of us.
That's funny. You can roll. You can roll to do math. That's like that. That's funny. We're rolling
Oh, yeah.
these flat numbers. That's a dice roll.
So wait, that's how much gold I got,
Oh,
right?
that's funny. Yes, 772 is how much gold after Amber sells those 2
Okay.
items and divides them up. Because you guys
772?
decided you
Okay.
didn't want the smoking bottle.
Correct. Okay.
And then he's
Yeah,
gonna
that probably
send
would take
like
you a little while
20
to-
archers at us, and we're gonna be like, gee, what was the item we could have had?
Yeah.
It's okay, we have a wand of invisibility.
So,
Right.
um, Amber can craft items at half cost, right?
Yeah,
Magic
it would
items,
just take
yeah.
magic items, and it takes
Wondrous
time to
item.
do as
Wondrous
Takes
items,
time,
not
yeah.
rings, not.
Well, we've got time.
well. Yeah, basically, when you
weapon.
look at a magic item and it says in the construction requirements, craft wondrous items, Amber has that.
Yeah. Okay. Where was I at?
And we'll probably be wrapping up the session here real soon, but
Oh, okay. It was fun.
Well, it's not over yet. Just soon.
yeah, very soon. Figure out if you want to buy anything, I guess. I guess if you don't want to buy anything right now, you could always do. We could do it next session, and then I might do the.
I'm really just donating the money I can to have Amber craft this wondrous item that she's told me about that she can do to
Yeah.
mess with this
So,
claw.
like on D20, is it the cost of where it says construction requirements, or is it half of that again?
No, that's the cost of to make it.
Okay,
If you look
okay.
at the top, there's also a thing that says price. That'll
Yeah.
probably be twice the cost.
Oh man,
That-
should I
yeah,
get a
that is.
tattoo?
Totally.
Tiki gets a tattoo. And Caramon.
Yeah.
That's
you
a
wanna
session
get
all in
I'm
itself.
Yeah,
going
tattooed you.
full rebel.
Yeah, do it.
Next
What
thing you
kind
know, we
of
find a
tattoo you
wig
gonna
that
get?
gives her
What's the
like a
pic?
mohawk. Because, you know, she doesn't have hair, so she's gonna have to wear a wig for a mohawk. But I don't know. I just was scrolling up and down, and I found magical tattoos, and I was like, oh, there's some cheap ones. Uh, Can Amber give me a tattoo? I guess so. I don't know. It says no. You have to have
No.
inscribed magical tattoo.
Or for a magical one.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Just about a mundane one.
No, man.
Magical tattoos are pretty shit unless you're a certain type of magus where they regenerate every day.
They're like scrolls, but you don't lose them, I guess. Well, you use
No,
them,
you
you lose them, you
use them.
cast it. But they're like that's what I'm saying. They're like scrolls that they're on your body.
Sounds cool.
What's the school
But,
of
yeah.
Carcanus, or does Carcanus really have one?
His domains, you mean?
Yeah. Well, I
It
mean,
was
magic-wise, I guess.
his primary domain would have been travel, but also and beasts. Those are the two that you know because travel he gave to Desna. He gave that domain to Desna, and beast is what it was taken from him from Lamashtu. And if he had any other domains, you don't
That
really
darn
know
Lamashtu.
for sure. That's just what you know. Those two are his domains, though.
Swirling smoke tattoo. Oh, that's kind of expensive. That's probably why it's good. Nah, these rune ward
feel like
tattoos
fighting-
look decent.
I feel like finding someone to make those tattoos probably would be possible in Kaer Maga as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of crazy people.
Yeah.
I should just
Well, I mean-
save up my money until I get enough to upgrade my headband. I'm
We could
super
always
smart
just
now.
get a A normal tattoo.
Because I could just get one of these. This one's funny. Kin's face, it has like intricate tattoos that cover your face and stuff like that. And it allows you to disguise self as like a half-orc human or orc or something. Could you imagine Tiki like turning
neat.
into a tiny little orc or something? Because I don't think you're gonna change size.
Look
Should
like
be
an
a
orc
good
kid, maybe.
childlike or
Childlike orc.
an orc child.
Orc child.
I'm going to go buy a breastplate.
That's kind of funny. The sorcerer's
breastplate, huh?
robes
Oh,
Yeah.
would
those are
allow
good.
me to add
Like a specific type of breastplate, just a magic one, or like a mithril one, or what?
I can't
Ooh,
afford
mithril.
mithril, man.
Okay. So like
Oh,
a
I
plus
would love a
one
mithril
breastplate then probably, right?
Actually,
Maybe.
I want a plate of full plate. I need some full plate armor. Save up for that.
+1.
You get fighter training or whatever, so that gives you or armor training, so you can actually wear like the heavy armor without all the penalties.
I
that
actually give
you
that
normally
up.
get. Oh, you do? Okay.
As part of my archetype.
But you are a
and that
dwarf
makes
on
me
the other
really
hand, so it
sad.
doesn't slow you down, I guess.
It doesn't slow me down, and I could get mithril still to make it somewhat like easy to move around.
Right. Did you know that mithril is non-stick? Like, things don't stick to it. Which I mean,
I do
when you're
know
using his
that,
armor,
yeah, that it is
one of
non.
one of the advantages, of course, that's like blood won't stick to it and stain it as easily. But also, it means that mithril waffle irons are like a really useful commodity. They make really good waffle
No,
irons.
I know there's an NPC in Giant Slayer that has a mithril skillet.
As a mithril what?
A mithril skillet,
Oh yeah. Yeah, see
and
that,
he uses
that
it
makes
for
sense too. He uses it for combat?
Yeah,
Oh man.
it's an NPC you meet.
Yeah.
So if I wanted a +1 bonus to a certain school,
Is it Umlo?
what school would it
Yeah.
be?
Yeah, I knew it was Umlo. Because I've listened to the Glass Cannon podcast, and they have Umlo in there, in the Glass Cannon podcast, and he's like become like a party member basically.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Because they, yeah. The funniest lines in there too is when they first meet his sister. And she's like looking for Umlo. One of the dwarf characters in there tried using bluff to say he was Umlo. He's like, I'm Umlo.
Yeah.
It didn't work. So it became like a running joke on the podcast where they like, I'm Umlo. Just because like they have right now, since he's like part of the party, they rotate who controls Umlo. So every the end of every like episode, whoever's playing Umlo's like, I'm Umlo today. Well, yeah, this is about where we're gonna call it. Like, we'll do the meeting at the Commons. That'll be probably the beginning of next session. We'll go from
Oh, okay.
there.
Evocation, illusion, or
Okay.
necromancy?
I'll be looking forward to my my big night at the common.
Tiki's
Make sure
getting
you
a
remember where, like, your resource usage and whatnot, though, from the fight with the Chul, because it hasn't been a day yet.
Yep, my health is my resource.
Exactly. Like you're not gonna have healed or anything or gotten spells back yet.
My one
It might
inspiration
be
point.
relevant. It might not.
Oh. All right.
I still have most of my spells.
Right. I think most of you guys do. Like Tiki used Forbid and Glitter Dust, and you used
And a bunch of
Invisibility and
heals.
the wall thing. Bunch used some heals as well, but
I have infinite
yeah.
use
I
of my hammer
used
spell.
Mage Armor, Identify, Shield, Silent Image,
Yeah.
and
I
Haste.
used a few things, but yeah,
But I'm a sorcerer, so
it doesn't matter as much.
I have-
Yeah.
I have lots of spells.
Yeah.
I'm a hammer sorcerer.
Yes, of course you are.
Well,
You
it would have
keep
been
telling
it would have been
yourself
pretty
that.
awesome if Philippe had died to the to the thing.
Don't say that.
I kind
Yeah, why
of when
would
you
you
got
say-
grappled, I was kind of almost hoping it would happen because I haven't had
I-
anybody die in this game yet, and it needs to happen
Yeah.
one of these
It
days.
needs to
Damn it!
happen.
I just didn't want to lose another character so quickly.
That's
after
true.
losing.
You were the one that lost the character
Uh,
in the Wednesday game too. So
Well,
Wait, who did I lose? What? Who was that even?